sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn, Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage, every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll, Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky, Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go! Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights, delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins ball. Sunday buzzing, fans online, NFL chaos. It's game time, shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here, Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here, Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go! Steelers! Here we go! Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go! Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins fall. Sunday buzzing, fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time. Shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go. Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins ball. Sunday buzz and fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday.
All right, how's it going, everybody, and welcome to another edition, of course, of Dr. Delay Calling Games. I am Dr. Delay. I'm just getting out of the shower. I'm literally just getting out of the shower and just waking up just about 20 minutes ago. Today we have, of course, the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens AFC North matchup. The winner pretty much takes first place in the AFC North for, I guess, the week. Maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. It depends on who they play next week. And, of course, I already know of all the college football playoff stuff, but we can talk about that during the game. That's just, I find that pretty disgusting in my opinion, but it is what it is. I'll refresh this because they should have it updated. Yeah, that's just terrible. That is just disgusting. Oh, well. Anyway, it is what it is. But, yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Ravens, of course, as you guys know, both these teams, not so great. 6-6. Can't win under the pressure or on the road. Are you talking about the Steelers? Are you talking about everybody? Are you talking about Miami? Are you talking about whatever? The Steelers and Ravens. Ravens currently having the 4 spot. Let me go ahead and switch that out to the big screen here. You can see the Ravens again currently in the 4 spot. The Steelers currently in the 9, but I guess it doesn't really matter today. Whoever wins will continue to be in the 4 spot or get the 4 spot. The loser kind of drops way down. You know, of course, for the Steelers, you'll probably just drop down 1 spot. And then the Chiefs-Texans play later tonight. So this doesn't, in fact, have playoff implications on it. The winner has a head up. If the Steelers were to win, they'd have a 65% chance to go to the playoffs. If they lose, falls to 19%. And then if the Ravens, if they win, that'll rise all the way up to 79% chance to make the playoffs. If the Ravens were to lose, 33% chance to make the playoffs. So again, just you don't want to lose this game. I kind of already have a feeling that it's going to go not so kindly for the Steelers. It is what it is. The Ravens favored by 5.5 against the Steelers. Go Canes. Yeah, I mean, they both should have gone in. I mean, the fact that Alabama's in is just a disgrace, an absolute disgrace. How's it going, Silas? Good morning, Giants fan. Thank you again for tuning in. I'm sure you'll be with Rhino. I didn't see what Rhino was doing today. I'm assuming he's doing Colts Jaguars. Colts Jaguars. That's a big game over there. Yeah, that is a huge game over there in the AFC South. Dr. Lee couldn't watch the Duke Virginia game, but Duke up. Yeah, I covered it. It was definitely a game. It really got interesting there at the end. It really did. It was just not a great game until the fourth quarter hit, and then that's kind of when it opened up. Any given Sunday. Oh yeah, that's the attitude we got to have. Any given Sunday. Maybe it can happen today. As again, the Steelers are playing in Baltimore, a place that usually it's really just whoever's home wins, honestly, whenever they do split. Very rarely do the away teams win in these matchups. It does happen. Colts, Jags, yeah, that's going to be a big one. Yeah, Jaguars and the Colts. The Colts haven't beaten the Jaguars in Jacksonville in a decade, so that will be a tough matchup there. History may have to step aside in order for the Colts to win that one. How's it going, Kenneth? How you doing today? I'm doing all right. I'm just ready for football. Not really much of a preview today. Again, I apologize. I was able to find some sleep last night. Late. I was still tossing and turning until I did move to the couch. I slept on the couch, and that's how I was able to fall asleep. Had some ASMR of a thunderstorm on the TV, and that's how I was able to fall asleep. So we're making it. But yeah, we could just hope for a good game today. Again, ESPN has the Ravens winning, 66% chance. Everyone pretty much has the Ravens winning. Even Steelers fans have the Ravens winning today. Jackson, of course, the talk of him. He hasn't thrown a touchdown pass in 3 or 4 weeks, so we'll see if he can get it together. We'll look over the Ravens and how they've gotten to a 6-6 record. Of course, they start off the season pretty poorly. Lost to Buffalo. Again, that was a disappointing ending for the Ravens there. Beat Cleveland 41-17. Lost to Detroit, Kansas City, Houston, and the Rams. And then they beat Chicago. Beaten the Dolphins, the Vikings, the Browns, the Jets. I mean, pretty easy stretch there. I mean, the Bears, of course, much better than the other teams. But, of course, we'll find out what they really are today. And then, of course, they lost Thanksgiving against the Bengals. And that was kind of a shock, a blowout there. So 32-14. So, again, they looking for a bounce-back win against the Steelers. And the Steelers looking just for a bounce-back. They're just looking for a win. They can't seem to find anything. Of course, again, opening up against the Jets, winning 34-32. Lost to Seattle, beat New England, Minnesota, Cleveland, then lost 2 straight. Bengals and the Packers beat the Colts, then they lost to the Chargers, then they beat the Bengals, then they lost to the Bears and the Bills. Of course, last week's loss was probably the worst I think we had, the Steelers have had, I think, ever. I mean, that was the worst Steelers team I've ever seen. Was last week. Hopefully, that just means it's all up from here. I might have my doubts. If the Steelers had the best offense and Ray Lewis on defense, as long as they were Mike Tomlin, they aren't. Yeah, as long as they have Mike Tomlin, they ain't winning. Yep, that's how it goes. 3K today? No, I don't usually do well with NFL. NFL, I'm still getting my foot in the door. Let's see. Hello, Dr. Lee. Good luck. Thank you. We need it, Orioles fan. Appreciate it. I just think if the Steelers don't win here, they are done. I mean, yeah, I would agree. You have the Steelers winning. No respect for the Ravens. Well, I have tons of respect for the Ravens. I just think, I don't know, the Ravens winning 3-0. Hey, most likely. We are about ready for kickoff, folks, as the Ravens will be receiving. The Steelers will be kicking off. So Boswell ready. And we are about to be underway in Baltimore, as we officially are There is the kickoff, and that's going to be fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20. Cuts inside at the 25, dropped at the 27. And that's where the Baltimore Ravens will start this drive. You know, I don't know if I've ever really seen, this is kind of weird. It's been a long time, if I have. I don't remember the last time the Steelers and Ravens played at 12 o'clock in Baltimore. 1 o'clock, I should say, you know, for the East Coast guys. In Baltimore. I don't know. It's been a while. Am I tripping or am I tripping? Hopefully last week's loss lit a fire. Yeah, well, I don't know. 1st and 10 for Jackson as he's in the shotgun. Receiver to the right, receiver to the left. Tight ends in tight as he sends a man in motion. That is Likely as Jackson drops back, fires in the flat. It's caught by Likely at the 30 and knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line. That's a gain of about 6 or 7. 6, 7, not even trying to do that. Just happens. You picked under 52. Oh, yeah. I would definitely pick the under in this game. Pick 6 here. We'll see. We'll see. Second and about 3 or 4. 2nd and 3. Ball at the 34 as Jackson is in the shotgun, sending a man in motion as he hands it off to Henry up the middle, crossing the 35, crossing the 40, and dropped at the 41-yard line. So very nice run. Good positive plays for the Ravens as it looks like there is... I hear the whistles, so hold on. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's an injury there. There is an injured Steeler. Keanu Benton. Definitely a not a bad player there, but he is hurt. So that's not a good start for the Steelers, of course, on the field. And, of course, getting an injured player just like that again. Keanu Benton, a guy that we expect to take over after Hayward leaves. The sooner the better would be better. You know, I think we can all agree on that. We're kind of tired of him. So happy the Miami Hurricanes made the playoffs over Notre Dame. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Miami fans are. My thing is, man, I don't know. Alabama should not be in. I mean, that is just terrible. Leaving this up, but watching daughter's account with grandkids, double viewership. All right, appreciate it. Thank you again. That definitely helps. That's awesome. Thank you. And again, I'm sorry. I'm just really waking up. I was able to find some sleep last night, a few hours, and I slept really late. And of course, I ended up falling asleep late. So injury, yeah, that's tough. What's up, Doc? How's it going, Chris? Something told me to take the Steelers today in the pick'em. Oh, wow. You're feeling bold. You are feeling bold. Is TJ Watt still playing for the Steelers? He is. I don't think he's injured or, he's ruled out or anything. He is not. And, of course, again, the injury to Benton is huge. I mean, Derek Harmon has been ruled out. He's inactive. So, and of course, we had another defensive tackle that was ruled inactive. Why? You might as well have all the people that are going to get hurt, get injured, where there's a lot of people inactive. Notre Dame and Miami. Not Bama. Agreed. Alabama's not that good. Should be shut out. Yeah, it's pretty terrible. I mean, I personally think they might be making up for last year. They only had 3 SEC teams last year, and now they're going to all right, we have 5. And, of course, again, if they don't make the college football playoff or win, I mean, come on. I mean, that's just, you have 5 teams. I mean, I find that disgusting. I find it actually disgusting. That's terrible. That is pretty terrible. Agree, Alabama should not be in, yeah. Really, Alabama made it in? Yep, geez, I don't like that they almost got an automatic bin every year. Yeah. Well, last year they didn't, but, I mean, it is ridiculous. Yahoo, they already decided them. So Bama's in, Miami's in, Notre Dame's not, and Texas is not. Alabama gets in. They took the 9 seed, I think. They have the 9 seed, I think. They will travel to Oklahoma. So, again, we really want to see Alabama versus Oklahoma. Oh, that's going to be such a good game. Yeah, both teams are not that good. 1st and 10 at the 41 as Jackson hands it off up the middle. This is Henry at the 45 and brought down at the 47. That's a nice gain of about 6. Yeah, no, the committee got it wrong, and hopefully, with how bad they are, hopefully this is the death of the committee. I mean, hopefully they don't do that again next year. They have a different system. Sup, Doc? Bring the pain. Yeah, oh yeah. 2nd and 4. Jackson is under center at the 47 as Jackson hands it off to Henry, but T.J. Watt meets him in the backfield. Great play there by Watt. That's a loss of 2. Nice stuff there for the Steelers. Black and yellow, yep. Oh, yeah. You know what it is. Black and yellow. Black and yellow. One of the few rap songs I actually like. I don't like rap, but that's a good one. Sorry, I'm still just kind of waking up. I will eventually wake up, folks. 3rd and 6 at the 45. They need to get to the 49 for a brand new set of downs as Jackson in the shotgun. Sending a man in motion is Jackson as he takes the snap, drops back. He's looking to his right. Fires down the right sideline. It is caught by Zay Flowers around the 25-yard line. Oh, man, what a great catch. Did he get 2 feet? Is the question. It was close. He got a knee down, so a knee equals 2 feet. There was a little bobble there, but I think it's a good catch. So 1st and 10 as Jackson is going to drop back, but now there's a challenge flag. So it looks like Tomlin saying, "No, let's have you guys look at it again." Oh man, again I apologize. I'm it's rough. It's rough for me this morning. They actually move up because they were the 10th seed. I think they were the 9. They were the 9. So they stayed the same. This is a playoff game or no? Yeah, it's a playoff game, I would say, right now. Hello, Doctor. How are you? How's it going, Eric? Again, good to see you. Again, I'm sorry. You're going to get a exhausted version of... You're going to get an exhausted version of Dr. Delay today. It's the only game you picked different than me. Oh, really? Wow. We were in lockstep. And you picked the Steelers. At least with the new games. Gotcha. Fair enough. Touchdown Ravens. This guy. Okay. Steelers need to open up the offense today. I'm not that impressed with the Ravens defense. Yeah, unfortunately, it won't happen. Is this on Prime? It is on CBS. It is on CBS. He definitely caught that. Yes, I'm watching the movie. This guy. Oh, yeah. Goku's already weighing in. Despite not looking at it, he's like, nah, that's a catch. Yeah, I think it is a catch as well, Goku. Again, hopefully you enjoy that movie. I expect to watch that very soon with the wife. She is a big Freddy, or not big, he's a big Five Nights at Freddy fan. She doesn't like horror, though. She doesn't like all that, the killing. She doesn't like all that, but she just likes it regardless. So it's like, okay. Looks like, the call's going to be up. Yeah, the Steelers are going to lose the challenge. Going to be spoiled there on the computer screen. They will lose the challenge. To me, I don't even know why. So the Steelers are going to lose a timeout already. Just again, already not a great decision by the coach. I don't know. I don't know who was telling them to throw it, but they should also be going too with Tomlin at the end of the year. All right, I want to turn on the game, but I want to watch this for your reaction. All right, well, appreciate it. Yeah, no, it's going to be pretty disappointing. You're going to just see a very depressed guy on the other side of this screen. Mike Tomlin, yeah, that was a dumb challenge. Yeah, I don't know. I thought he got a knee down, and the ball did move a little bit, but based on how they've changed a little bit of the rule, they're going to give it a little bit more leeway. The last, I think, 2 or 3 years they changed it, and I think it's a good rule. Or not really a rule, just the way they clarify what a catch is. Baltimore's going to have it 1st and 10 at the 24. So, oh well. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out, and I do apologize. I am pretty worn out, but we will power through. We may, I don't know. I don't really want to think about cutting the Sunday night game. I will, of course, do the next game, but we'll see. I got to do what's best for the channel and best for me, which is pretty much the same thing at this point. So yeah, the rolling on the field stands. He got the knee down. Yeah, I mean it moved a little bit, but it wasn't really enough to. Yeah. Anyway, 1st and 10 here for the Ravens as they are at the Pittsburgh 24. Sending Henry in motion as Jackson takes a step and hands it off to Henry. And Henry, once again, tackled by TJ Watt in the backfield. Great stuff there by TJ. Definitely already making his presence known. He's been kind of a ghost the past few weeks. Whenever you hear his name called a lot, though, that's usually a good sign for the Steelers. So maybe that can happen today. See who's going to win this. A close one. I don't know. I hope so. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. They're at the 24. Jackson in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. As he sends a man in motion, Jackson takes a step and hands it off up the middle. And he's going to fight forward to about the 19-yard line. Nice run there. Gain of about 5. I believe that was Mitchell on the carry, not Henry. As they show Aaron Rodgers there sitting the bench. Not actually sitting on the bench today, but, he's actually sitting, but not the second on the depth chart or anything like that. I'm your dad. Say the Steelers are the only team who every year puts out a quality team. Yeah, well, I don't know. This isn't the year. They haven't really put out quality teams in a while. 3rd and 4. Jackson drops back. He's looking to his right. Floats it down the right sideline. It is knocked away. Incomplete. Great play there by, I believe that's Eccles. Good stuff there by Eccles. Going to force the field goal. Knocked away at the last second. You got to give Eccles credit there. He was initially beat, but getting his head around it, I guess. Yeah, no, again, a great defense. Getting the hand up. Flowers was asking for the flag. No, sir. Get freaking wrecked is what I say to that. So this is a 36-yard attempt. This is Tyler Loop. As it's from the left hash, the 36-yard of the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. And the Ravens lead 3-0 over the Steelers with 10:58 left to go in the first quarter. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. We need it. Yes, fingers crossed. And appreciate you for tuning in, man. Great play by Eccles. It was a great play. Jags up 7. Nice. Nice. Again, I don't hate the Colts, but now I don't really. It's not like I guess I don't like the Colts anymore. I wonder who may have influenced me on that. Jags up 7. You're doing good. I'm doing good. All right. Could be better. Yeah, no, I feel you there. I think we're all in that same boat, Eric. I'm DoorDashing. Nice. Nice. Where's Justin Tucker? He's not on the Ravens anymore. I don't know where. He was trying out for the Saints. I don't know how that went. How many teams are there that have never won a Super Bowl? I mean, there's a good bit. I guess I can kind of look at the standings here. Well, let me just look at this. This will tell me. All right, Jaguars, Chargers, Bills, Texans, Bengals, Browns. All right, 6. Titans, Cardinals, Vikings, Falcons, Panthers 10, Lions 11. Yeah, 11. 11. So, yeah, I mean, if that's your point, saying, oh, well, the 11, we're not part of the 11, then, I get it. But still, this year, very disappointing, very disgusted. Most of our picks aren't starting out that. Oh, really? Your Falcons never won, yeah. 12. Oh, who did I miss? Who did I miss? I had 11. Jaguars 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Packers, Seahawks, Buccaneers, Eagles, Rams, Bears. I'm counting 11, but I mean, I could be wrong. We'll have to look at it later. That'll be the next commercial break. I'll Google it. All right, we're back here in Baltimore again. Baltimore leading 3-0 over Pittsburgh. Baltimore had to settle for 3 after going down to the 24. Texans. Did I not count the Texans? I thought I counted the Texans. Oh, I'll have to look at that. I counted the Chargers. Yeah. Anyway, all right, we'll look at it later. There's the kickoff, and that is going to be fielded at the 10. He's at the 15, the 20, 25, bouncing it outside, cutting inside at the 30, and tripped up around the 35. That is Kenneth Gainwell. Again, what a find he's been for the Steelers. Still right in the 85. I did say the Cardinals. Yeah, the Cardinals. Yeah, we'll look at it. We'll look at it next commercial break. So here comes Rodgers and the Steelers, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. So 1st and 10 for the Steelers. As, oh my goodness, you can see just his wrist, the cast. Oh my goodness. In the shotgun is Rodgers. He's approaching the line. Now, of course, he'll back up. Trips left, one receiver to the right. Rodgers lifts the leg, takes a snap, drops back, fakes the pitch. He's looking. He throws it down the right sideline. It is caught by DK Metcalf. Oh, what a big play. And just like that, one play, they are in Ravens territory, just slinging it down the field, 52 yards. Wow. Well, that was pretty neat. It's been a while since I've seen that on a Steelers team. And it's going to be 1st and 10. They are actually 1st and goal. And now they're going to mark it back to the 12. Okay, so yeah, all right. 1st and 10 at the Ravens 12-yard line. What a play. Count Bill. I did get the Bills. Yep. Make the Bills slip. Bills, Browns, Bengals, Cardinals, Chargers, Lions, Falcons, Texans, Jaguars, Panthers, Titans, Vikings. Maybe I just miscount. I think I got all those teams. I just said 11 for some reason. All right, 1st and 10 here at the 13 as Rodgers is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right as Rodgers fires. It is caught at the 6. DK pushed out immediately. DK already being targeted heavily here. Heavily as in 2 out of 2, so 100% of the time, so back off. Only twice. Well, 2 out of 2. So, okay. Anyway, 2nd and 3 coming up for the Steelers as they will have it at the Baltimore 6. Is it snowing at the game? It is not. That's how you do it. Oh, yeah. I don't know what Marlon Humphrey has, but he has it. I'm glad he does today as he sends Washington in motion. Rodgers under center. Changing it up a little bit. Sends a man in motion again as it's a toss to Warren. Down the right side, cuts inside. He's at the 5 and will be dropped at the 4. It's a gain of 2, bringing up 3rd and 1 for the Steelers. Man. It's snowing in the Bills game? Oh, really? Oh, wow. Some Aaron. Yep, Aaron magic. Oh, yeah. Substitute teacher. 3rd and 1 for Rodgers. They need a yard. Can they get it? Rodgers is in the shotgun. Warren to his left. As he sends a man in motion, Rodgers drops back. He's going to float it to the end zone. It is incomplete. Humphrey gets an arm in there, so there we go. Marlon Humphrey getting an arm in there, distracting Metcalf. I thought Metcalf had 2 hands on it. He did. Oh, wow. Metcalf had it, and Humphrey punches it out, saving a touchdown. And the Steelers are going to go for it on 4th and 1. They're 3 for 7 on 4th and short yardage this year. They're going to do the tush push. He pushes. Oh, and they got it. Hayward taking the snap. The most use he's been all year is just these tush pushes. That is it. Totally not taking away a roster spot. Storm Lake Talk Selection Sunday was wild due to yesterday's chaos. Yep, thank you for streaming yesterday. Today looks awesome as usual. Thank you again, Huday. You got a big one today in Buffalo. Good luck. Or you guys might be hosting Buffalo. I don't know. But it's a big game regardless. Good luck with you guys against the Bills. 1st and goal for the Steelers. They're at the 2. Rodgers in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. As Rodgers sends a man in motion, lifts the leg. Rolling to his right. Rodgers looking. He throws it in the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Metcalf, the intended target. Humphrey again on coverage. Humphrey, ever since getting toasted, yeah, he's been pretty good. Touchdown would be huge here, yep. Got to catch that, but great defense. Oh, yeah, again, punching it out. Snowing in Cleveland, Ohio, 35 degrees. Maybe that helps Tennessee out. Tush push. Are Thielen and Valdez Scantling playing today? I don't know. I haven't seen them yet. I will let you know, though, if I see them. In the shotgun is Rodgers. Rodgers lifts the leg, takes the snap, and hands it off to Gainwell up the middle. Oh, and a great tackle by Roquan Smith. Down at the 1, so bringing up 3rd and goal for the Steelers. Roquan Smith with a great tackle, taking out the knees of Gainwell. He was for sure getting in there, but again, Roquan Smith is one of the best middle linebackers in the game. Number Deuce Staley, there we go. 3rd and goal, they're at the 1. Rodgers under center, Warren in the backfield, 2 tight ends in tight, sending a man in motion. As Rodgers takes the snap and hands it off. No, play action fake. Rodgers moving to his left. He's going to take off and run. Rodgers walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. And the touchdown turkey loves touchdowns, especially Steelers ones. He is unbiased, though, I promise. Wow. What a play. Rodgers showing the movement. Look at that. Old man Rodgers. Oh, he can still move. Look at that. He can still move. Fastest 40-year-old quarterback I've seen. I mean, seriously. I mean, you got Peyton. Peyton was 40. Was he 40? I don't know. Brady was never fast. Ben was definitely not fast. The extra point is up. The extra point is good. Steelers 7, Ravens 3. Giving me hope for a little bit. I don't appreciate this, but it is what it is. With 7:13 left to go in the first quarter. Hold on, what do we got? What is the 72 Dolphins' favorite Christmas carol? I have no idea. Old man Rodgers still has something left in the tank. Oh, yeah. Oh, there is a way, by the way, Goku. There is a way. Going to be hilarious if Titans beat the Browns. I know, it would be great. I don't think it's going to happen, though, Highway. Division game, even if they lose, they will see them again before the season's up. Who wants to? Yeah, oh, yeah, no, trust me. Trust me, I know. It'll be... We'll see how it goes. Touchdown turkey. Yep. You're just going to turn off the game and watch the movie when it finally comes on, so I can't dock. See you for the Bears game. All right, I understand. Appreciate you, Goku. I will catch you later, man. Baltimore might have a worse defense than the Steelers. I don't think so. Rhino said the Colts have the toughest schedule in the league. This guy. All right. Well, hey, I appreciate that he's trying to win us over with the humor. That's great. Touchdown turkey. Oh, yeah. Tom, the touchdown turkey, is still with us. He is. Appreciate it, bud, for tuning in. All right, let's check out what's happening across the NFL, folks. We have a lot of action today. Of course, it is Sunday. What a glorious day it is. Steelers leading 7-3 over the Ravens. Now, if the Steelers lose, I don't think I'll have that same adjective for today. The Falcons leading 3-0 over the Seahawks. Bengals leading 7-3 over the Bills. Titans leading 7-0 over the Browns. Oh my goodness, go Cam Ward. Let's go. Vikings 7, Commies nothing. Dolphins 14, Jets nothing. I can't believe that. All right, we'll see how that goes. I picked the Dolphins and then I changed it at the last second yesterday. Unbelievable. Saints 7, Buccaneers 7, Colts 7, Jaguars 7. So a lot of scoring already in the first quarter. Usually some zeros still at this point, but not that many. Only 3. Oh, no, 4. But yeah, still regardless. Okay, everyone's scoring. Good stuff. We got some offense today. Alabama doesn't even get dropped to the 11th seed. They just stay there. I mean, they shouldn't have been in. They shouldn't have been in. You get blown out. What's your argument? If you get blown out, you get blown out. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if you get blown out at any point, you're automatically eliminated. I don't care what your record is. That's just me. That's just me, because that proves that you're not that great. If you get blown out, you're not that great. Now, of course, again, the college football playoff has blowouts. I get that, but again, if you get blown out in the regular season, what do you think is going to happen in the playoffs? Now, luckily for them, they're playing, I believe, Oklahoma, and that's just going to be that's going to be probably the worst game 13-10 is probably going to be your final for that one. Anyway, we're back here in Baltimore. Pittsburgh leading 7-3. Rodgers getting it done on the ground with the rushing touchdown to give the Steelers a 7-3 advantage as Boswell kicks it off. As we are back and ready to resume this one. Field at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, and he is brought down at the 26-yard line. That's where the Ravens will begin their drive. Playoffs? Are you kidding me? Yeah, well, I mean, we're actually not kidding you. So 1st and 10 for the Ravens. They'll have it at the 26. 3 straight starts with no total touchdowns. Longest streak of his career, so you have to imagine he'll break it today. 8 straight games with no rushing touchdown. Did not know that. Wow. All right, 1st and 10. Ball to 26 as Jackson, play action, drops back. Watt on the pressure. No, he's going to escape. He's at the 30 and sliding down at the 31. And then Hayward knocking the ball away. What an idiot. He's asking for a flag, I swear. I don't. Cameron Hayward is, honestly, this might be a take that many of you will disagree with. What a disgrace of a Steeler. I'm sorry. If he's the leader of the Steelers, what a terrible leader. What a terrible leader. Fake tough guy. Fake tough guy, man. That's just stupid. I mean, luckily no flag. 2nd and 6 at the 30. Jackson is under center as he takes a snap, hands it off to Henry, and Henry not going to get much. Brought down to 31. We did Minka so wrong. Minka was a true Steeler, and he's gone. Could you do Tennessee bowl game? I'm sure I will. I picked the Jets because Miami isn't usually getting cold. That's exactly why I picked them. I ended up switching. Come on, defense. You agree? Yeah. He's just not. I don't know. It is what it is. I'm happy. I mean, again, I'll pull for him as he's wearing the black and gold. But, man, he's just, man. 3rd and 5. Jackson in the shotgun. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. They need to get to the 36 for Brandon. Set it down as Jackson drops back. He's looking. He's trying to escape. Oh, but Eccles is there to bring him down. Oh, man, Brandon Eccles, what a find he has been, bringing Jackson down in the backfield. And that's going to force the Ravens to punt. Cameron's good. I would say he's good. I think he's good. He's good. But, man, I don't know. What's a little frustrating is that, he was drafted in 2010, so he still saw, like, how the Steelers' great defenses did it and how they acted, and he doesn't act like them. He's a false impersonation, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that even makes any sense. Anyway, he's fielded at the 30 and pushes out to 32. I don't know what words I'm looking for, but I don't know. I can't. Let's go. Steelers in a blowout. No, yeah, okay. Bama should not have been in. Also, I think having smaller schools in the playoffs is good, but better games to watch. Notre Dame, Vanderbilt, Texas. Yeah, it's fair. It's a fair statement there. I don't know. That'll be interesting. I'm pulling, of course, for the group of 5. Not necessarily James Madison because they are playing Oregon, who I am fond of Oregon. Don't know who Eccles is, but I really like how he plays. Yep, he's played pretty good today so far. 2 great plays. Again, he's just been playing pretty well throughout the year. So, doing good. Doing good. I guess we can check out scores from across the nation real quick as showing off winter snow boots. I don't need those. Let's see. Seahawks, Falcons 3-3. Bengals 7. Bills 3. Titans 7. Browns 3. Vikings 7. Commies 0. Dolphins 14. Jets nothing. Saints 7. Buccaneers 7. And, of course, Colts, Jaguars 7-7. Jaguars are driving at the Colts 30. Man, let's go Cam Ward. Let's go Cam Ward. Alabama versus Oklahoma, great first-round game. Oh, yeah, roll Tide. Oh, yeah, it's 13-10. I guarantee you that'll be the score. And, yeah, they have good defenses, but their offenses are pretty terrible, so that's not going to help. And people are like, oh, what a great defensive game. No, Simpson's just been oversailing every throw. And Mateer is also just as inaccurate. Oh, my gosh. That's going to be a game. So, yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, I plan on covering as many games as I can. So, yeah, we'll try again to cover as many bowl games as well. That is the FCS. Might cover some FCS this weekend. I know, of course, I'll be doing the... Looks like they don't have a TV thing there. But I'll be, of course, be doing the Army-Navy game. But Friday night might be doing Stephen F. Austin, SFA versus Montana State, if I can have the channel. I don't know what channel will be on. I'm assuming ESPN+. Maybe it's on ESPN. I don't know. But, yeah, I'll be covering that just for fun as we are back here in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh leading 7-3. As Pittsburgh takes over at their 32. Rodgers going to be in the shotgun. Third player, age 42 or older with a rushing touchdown, joining Tom Brady and Doug Flutie. What a list to be a part of there. A couple of legends. Rodgers lifting the leg, takes the snap, drops back. He's looking. He dumps it off to Warren in the flat. Caught at the 25. He's at the 30. Bouncing it outside at the 35. And pushed out of bounds at the 36. That's a gain of 4. Bengals look like they're playing in 70-degree weather. The Bills look like they are on ice. Wow, what a difference. Maybe the Bengals do run the table. Oh, man, that'll be something if that happens. All right, 2nd and 6 for Pittsburgh as Rodgers is under center. Receiver to the left. I believe, is that Thielen in the game? Thielen is in the game. Skoranek is also in the game. As Rodgers hands it off up the middle. Warren with a nice spin move, cutting inside at the 40 and dropped at the 41-yard line. Nice move by Warren, making the initial tackler miss. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Steelers. They need a yard. Camera here missed lunch. He's mad by halftime. Oh, yeah. It's like, I can't believe I have to play right now. Bills getting blown out. Wow. Unbelievable. After the Bills just made the Steelers look like the worst team ever created. 3rd and 1, a long one, as Rodgers is in the shotgun. Trips left, one receiver to the right. Rodgers lifts the leg, takes the snap, drops back, looking to his left. Now over the middle. He evades pressure. Oh, Rodgers moving to his right. Fires. It is caught on the sideline. And I believe that is going to be, yes, that is a first down. That's a catch. What a play by Rodgers, evading the pressure, avoiding the sack. Rodgers just ducks under the defender. Unbelievable. Look at him go. Finding his youth once again. And Austin, does he get the 2 feet in? He did. That's a great catch. And that is a Pittsburgh Steelers first down at the 44 as Rodgers in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. And now we have a challenge. And Rodgers is mad about something. I told you. Wow. Rodgers yelling at Tomlin. Oh, my goodness. He yelled something at Tomlin there at the end. He is mad. He's saying, hey, let's get on the ball. And they were taking their time. Wow, Rodgers is ticked. I thought that was 2 feet. I mean, Rodgers, though, pretty adamant that this might not be a catch. Oh, my gosh. Oh, they showed the other angle. And, yeah, he doesn't even have possession. Oh, my gosh. Wow. That is going to be incomplete. Rodgers losing his mind on the sideline at Tomlin and the coaching staff. Just reporting what I'm telling you, folks. Yeah, the call is overturned. They got the punt. Oh, man, would have been a great catch. But, yeah, it's like they're showing the angle of his back getting the 2 feet in. Then they show the angle at the end with, oh, it's forward. He doesn't even have the ball. Okay. What a... Man. So, yeah, the Steelers will punt it. And if you are, man, unbelievable. Here is the snap, and here is the punt. Waitman boots it away. And that's going to be fair caught at the 10. And that's where the Ravens will begin their drive. Wester with the catch. Where's the game being played? It is in Baltimore. Rodgers ticked that, they didn't get the playoff. Oh, yeah, 100%. You got to catch that. You got to catch it. You're right. No, it's definitely a catchable pass. Rodgers, of course, trying to get them to the line, but I guess the play didn't come in, or they were substituting. I don't know. Just Rodgers, man. Can't he lit into the sideline there, and I know he yelled something at Tomlin at the end. I know he definitely did. It was pointed at Tomlin. 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson in the pistol, trips left, one receiver to the right, sending a man in motion as Jackson hands it off. This is Mitchell down the left side, crossing the 10 and pushed out of bounds around the 15 for a gain of about 4. Calling a pick 6. Yeah, I don't know about that. You're blocked by regional restrictions. That makes no sense. Little update there. T. Higgins with a 21-yard catch as the Bengals lead 14-3 over Buffalo. They are in the second quarter. This game, by the way, still in the first. Ridiculous. Here comes Cincinnati. 2nd and 6 at the 15 as Jackson hands it off up the middle to Mitchell, and Mitchell not going to get much. Does get to the 17, so I guess he gets a couple. Yeah, it's pretty lame there, Silas. How's it going, Jacob? Good to see you, man. 3rd and 4. They need to get to the 21 for a brand new set of downs. Jackson drops back. He's looking. Heavy pressure. He's now stepping up in the pocket. He's going to take off a run, and he's got the first down at the 25, brought down at the 26. Jackson getting it done with his legs. Again, that's something you just haven't seen much as of late. You have to hope he's okay, or maybe all the hits he's taken over the years is indeed going to force him to be more of a passer first. But moving it with his legs there, that is a Ravens first down. Hey, Doc, how's it going, Bill? Good to see you. Browns are losing to Tennessee. We love it. 1st and 10 at the 26 as Jackson's in the shotgun. He drops back. He's looking to his left. Fires. It is knocked away by Porter. Great play by Porter. Incomplete. And there's a flag. Oh, so I guess it's going to be DPI. Tomlin can't believe the flag. I don't know. Looked like good coverage to me, but maybe I'm biased. Let's see here. I don't know. Seen a lot worse, not called. That's all I'll say. Who scored for us? It was Rodgers. Rodgers 1-yard rushing touchdown. He outran the entire Ravens defense. It was beautiful. Probably the only beautiful thing about this game. So 1st and 10 for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll have it at the 29 as Jackson rolling to his right. He fires down the right sideline. It is caught. And now they're going to say he was out of bounds. Oh, interesting. Looked like a nice catch there. But, of course, it doesn't really matter what we initially say. Oh, yeah, he got 1 foot clearly out of bounds. It's like he was trying to go out of bounds. I don't know what that was all about. It is what it is. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. Ball at their own 29. Jackson in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. 2 receivers to the left, sending Likely in motion as Jackson takes the snap and hands it off to Mitchell up the middle. He's at the 30 and brought down at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 5, as that'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Ravens. If you're just tuning in again, Steelers 7, Ravens 3. Ravens opened up with the field goal. Steelers then drove down the field. Actually, a big play, 53-yard pass to DK. Wasn't a yak play either. It was just a flat-out deep ball that was beautiful. Then a few plays later, the Steelers finding the end zone with Rodgers with a 1-yard rushing touchdown. Wasn't the tush-push kind either, just rolling out to his left. As Jackson drops back, he's looking over the middle, patting the ball, fires. It is incomplete through the hands of the receiver. Zay Flowers. Would have been a little short of the line to gain, but again, it's definitely a makeable catch. Eccles again on the coverage. Zay Flowers is terrible. Goku. I'm not going to watch the game, Doc. I can't. This is going to make me mad. Continues to watch the game. Shout out Goku. Appreciate you, man. Must have been eating popcorn. Exactly. Way too much popcorn there on the sidelines nowadays in the NFL. There is the punt, fielded at the 12. Austin's at the 15, dancing around and runs out of bounds at the 20. And that's where the Steelers will begin their next drive. Yeah, pretty disgusting, with all the gloves you'd have. I mean, and people just continue to eat popcorn on the side, buttery popcorn. I mean, it's great. You just got to avoid it. You got to avoid it. There's a lot of popcorn on the sidelines now. I don't understand it. Too many drops for all the gloves that they have. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So it is going to be a very brief commercial break because 25 seconds left. They're going to run a play, and then they'll take us down to the end of the first quarter. So that's good stuff by CBS. Thank you. 45 minutes. Jeez, this is a long first quarter. Jackson have a little chat there with one of his coaches. Like, yeah, I put the ball right there. Flowers just can't catch. 1st and 10 as Rodgers is under center. Receiver to the left, receiver to the right. As Rodgers takes the snap and hands it off up the middle. This is Johnson on the carry. He's going to be brought down after a gain of 5. Caleb Johnson, the 3rd round pick out of Iowa. Hasn't really done much this year, but maybe you can get it going later. As that will be indeed the end of the first quarter. Steelers 7, Ravens 3. Steelers, of course, with the ball with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 whenever we come back. They will, of course, step away. I will be right here. As you can see, the Ravens have had time of possession 9 minutes, only 3 points. The Steelers with just under 6 minutes with 7. What is happening across the NFL? That's a great question. I'm glad you asked. So we have the Seahawks and the Falcons 3-3. Bengals and the Bills. Bengals leading 14-9. Bills have actually just scored. The Titans leading 14-3. Let's go, Tennessee. What an upset that would be. I know it's like, well, they both stink, but the Browns clearly have the much better defense. They're clearly at home. Would be a shocker. Wow. Vikings 14, Commies nothing, Dolphins 21, Jets 7, Saints and Buccaneers 7-7, and the Jaguars leading 14-7 over the Colts as they're just now beginning the second quarter. So apparently the Dolphins Jets now is still in the first quarter. Jeez, a lot of these games are running late. But Commies Vikings are almost at halftime. There's 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Jeez, that is moving fast. McCarthy, 9 for 10 for 99. Well, I think that's why, if you're completing passes, keeping the clock moving. Wow. Honestly, don't really like the NFL. It just seems boring. No interceptions, no fumble, no deep shot. And when they are, it doesn't seem exciting. I kind of get you. No deep shots. There's already 2 this game. No, I mean, I get what Silas is coming from. It's just a lot of safe football. I completely agree. I mean, I agree. I don't like the way the NFL is now. I really don't. Then, yeah, it's a deep shot. It's probably going to be pass interference anyway, so it takes away the thrill of, like, there's no reward. I mean, there is a reward for throwing deep, but it's like, okay, we already know it's going to be a big play. I don't know. I actually agree. I agree here with Silas. You make a good point. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. We are still, of course, in commercial break. Steelers leading 7-3 for the moment, I guess. Very nice. Very nice. We'll be pleasantly surprised if the Steelers win. Very, very sad about the Steelers and their the way they've been doing things lately. Again, they've lost 5 of the last 7. I mean, it is absolutely atrocious. All right, we're back here in Baltimore. Pittsburgh, of course, if they win, according to Next Gen Stats, 61% chance that they will win the AFC North. Loss, they will drop to 16%. Baltimore, 80% chance if they win today, they'll win the AFC North. A 36% chance if they lose today. 2nd and 5 as Rodgers lifts the leg. Play action, drops back. He's looking, fires. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Metcalf. Metcalf with a diving attempt, unable to connect on that one. And it falls incomplete. Throw a little bit off there. We'll see the replay. Yeah, just a tad bit, and a very aggressive throw. Jeez, yeah, double coverage, but it was perfectly placed. Just a little bit out in front. If it was honestly on target, it would have been a pick. 3rd and 5 is Rodgers in the shotgun. Trips to the right to one receiver to the left. Rodgers changing it up something. He's lifting the leg, takes the snap, drops back. He's looking to his right. Dumps it off in the flats, caught the 25. Gainwell gets the first down, tackled at the 31-yard line. That is Kenneth Gainwell. Again, a great pickup he has been, and that is a great pickup there. 6 yards on the play, 1st and 10 coming up for the Steelers. If Alabama gets first round, they will be 5-7 next year. I don't know about that. Would be interesting, though. 1st and 10 at the 31 as Rodgers is in the shotgun. He drops back. Pump fakes. Looking. Fires. It is incomplete. Pass intended for somebody. I think he'll be happy with that. Again, the pocket was collapsing there, and he had nothing doing. Rodgers, I don't know, something's wrong with his hand. Hopefully he's okay. Kevin Underwood pulling for the Bengals. Are you a Bengals fan, Kevin? Actually, I don't know. I just know you as the guy that uses all caps. That is honestly, that's how I know you. 2nd and 10 here for the Steelers at the 31. Rodgers lifts the leg and takes the snap, drops back, and there's a flag. Going to be a false start. They were trying to beat the clock there, and I guess someone moved. Andrews Andres Pete. Yeah, he moved. Oh, yeah, he definitely moved. Rodgers. Oh, man, I do find the reactions he has, they're hilarious. They are definitely funny. 2nd and 15 for the Steelers. Moving backwards here. As Rodgers most likely going to be in the shotgun. He is. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. They're at their own 27. As he sends a man in motion, Rodgers drops back. They're sending 5. Throws it over the middle. It's caught at the 30. This is Darnell at the 35, and he is hit hard at the 39-yard line. Washington. Man, he took a big hit there, and he is in pain. He's slow to get up. Hopefully he's okay. That was a big hit. Who was this that delivered the smackdown? Again, he kind of got crunched lower body and upper body there. That is not ideal. Oh, wow. Hamilton with the big hit. Then Hamilton takes a shot himself by Roquan Smith. What's up, Dr. Lane? Chad reporting live from work. Let's go, Steelers. Appreciate you, gaming boy. We got a close one for the moment. Usually that's how these games go. Of course, last year at the end of we don't talk about the last 2 games last year. We do not talk about that. But yeah, Washington being helped off the field, and I'll try, of course, to keep you up to date with the other scores. Of course, during commercial break, gaming boy. Appreciate you for tuning in. So Washington heading to the sideline. That's a huge weapon that the Ravens may have just knocked out of the game. And here comes Freiermuth. Again, Freiermuth has, I don't know, he's been kind of a ghost. That's looking like a pretty bad contract signed to an extension, I believe, last year. But he has not been used at all, really, this year. Very little. 3rd and 3 coming up for the Steelers. They need to get to the 41 as they're at the 38. Rodgers lifts the leg, takes the snap, drops back, looking over to his right. He floats it down the right sideline. It is caught by DK. Did he get his feet in bounds? He did. That's a brand new set of downs for the Steelers. DK really happy about that one, doing a dance on the Ravens sideline. Better watch it. Better watch it. Did he get 2 feet? Oh, man, that is... Oh, he did at the end. Very nice. I don't think he did at first. Oh, he did. That's just a great catch. They're going to hurry it up. Rodgers throws it, fires. It is incomplete, trying the back shoulder throw. Again, that was close. The ball was kind of moving there. So, again, Rodgers just saying he's going to take it in his own hands and just trying to snap the ball. And that is definitely no substitutions. Get up on the ball. That was just great stuff there. Again, that was, I don't know if he actually caught it now that I'm really looking at it. That is a good catch. Maybe that is a great catch after all. Good stuff, DK. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Steelers as, again, they're kind of driving here. They're at the Baltimore 33. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to left. Rodgers drops back. He's looking. He fires. It's caught at the 30. Gainwell is ripped out of bounds around the 25. Remember getting double tackled by a linebacker twice my size of the quarterback and getting hit in the football can be painful. Oh, yeah, I bet. If you don't mind, I'm going to go. I'll see. Oh, of course, I don't mind at all. You enjoy your day. Again, I'm just entertainment, folks. You can turn me off anytime. That is perfectly fine. But I appreciate it. I will see you. I'll see you after halftime. It's going to be a face mask on the Ravens. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty or half the distance. I'm not too sure what it'll be there. Looks like Gilman decided to try to rip his face off there. Not really that bad. That would have been about a 5-yard penalty many, many moons ago when there was the difference between the 5 and the 15. All right, 1st and 10 for the Steelers. They're kind of moving here. Can they punch it in as Rodgers and the Steelers are at the 12? He's in the shotgun. He lifts the leg. Looking around now. Lifts the leg, takes the snap, and it's a touch pass to Gainwell. Gainwell trying to turn the corner. He does, but not finding much as he gets tackled around the line of scrimmage. Oh, boy, Adam Shine. What do we have here? Oh, Jones. Jones's Achilles. Oh, my goodness. You got to feel bad for Jones. He's slamming his helmet down. Unbelievable. Daniel Jones is done. See you in a few, Dr. Chat. Appreciate it, Miss Cheetah. Thank you again for tuning in. That is brutal. Daniel Jones, again, fighting through a broken leg. You got to give him a heck of a credit. And then Achilles gives out as Rodgers pump fakes. He throws it in the flat. It's caught by Gainwell. What a catch. He's at the 10 and pushed out around the 8. Great catch by Gainwell. Man, you got to feel for Daniel Jones, man. That is horrible. Of course, I've been a kind of a critic of him and, the Colts, but hey, you got to give credit. He's tough. Playing through wasn't it a broken fibula, I think? And then, of course, the Achilles just, man. Unfortunate for the Colts. So I don't know who they have in at quarterback now. Regardless, it's 3rd and 5 for Rodgers as he's in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side, sending Austin in motion. And Rodgers going to take a timeout. And he did not like that. He did not like what he was seeing. So the Steelers taking their 2nd timeout again. They lost the first one on a challenge. Rodgers going to have a little chat there with Arthur Smith. Remaining strength of schedules for the AFC North contenders. The Ravens have the 3rd toughest in the AFC with a remaining win percentage of .582. The Steelers, 2nd easiest with .450. And then Cincinnati with the easiest with a .417. Look at that. The Bengals, it's theirs to lose. They lose any of these games, they deserve to not make the playoffs. Of course, again, they're 4-8, but, in theory, they could make a run, win it at 9-8 because of how bad the AFC North, how bad the Ravens, and how bad the Steelers have been. Born and raised in Cincinnati, Ohio, but I live in Minnesota. Let's go Bengals /Vikings. Gotcha, Kevin. All right, gotcha. Now I know. Appreciate it. Kevin. Yeah, you guys were looking pretty good against Buffalo. I'll have to check it out. It's been a while since we had a commercial break here. As it's 3rd and 5 at the 8. They need to get to the 2 for Brandy to sit it down. So it's 3rd and 6. Rogers swings it out. It's caught by Game on the flat. He cuts inside, diving. He's not going to get there. Brought down at the 6. Indiana Jones card off the field. Rhino has his Denver Broncos jersey on now. I told Rhino should keep Flacco. Wow. That's tough. Daniel Jones out. Yep. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I guess he feels that the Colts season is over. And it may be, but of course it was over before that. But that is definitely tough for Daniel Jones. This is a 23-yard attempt from the right hash. It's up. It is good. 10-3 is your score. Steelers leading over the Ravens with 10:39 left to go in the second quarter. I'm definitely surprised, pleasantly surprised. They'll step away. I, of course, will be right here. All right, let's go and check out what's happening across the NFL. Seahawks and the Falcons, 3-3 in that one. Darnold, 5 for 11, 37 yards and a pick. Just not good. Bengals driving. They're at the Buffalo 10. You're going to be 1st and goal. Pass interference call giving the Bengals good field position there. Yeah, there you go. Just we were talking about that earlier. But yeah, Bengals leading 14-11 over the Bills. The Titans winning 14-10 over the Browns. Vikings leading 14-10 over the Commies. Dolphins leading 21-7 over the Jets. Buccaneers 10, Saints 7, and the Jaguars all over the Colts 21-7. Man, oh man, that is what's happening across the NFL now. Are you doing the Packers-Bears game? Yes, I am. I'm going to be doing that, and very excited about it. I am excited about it for sure. So I'll see you there, hopefully. Woodworking outdoorsman. Rodgers will win because it's Bears week. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, man, it would be nice. It would definitely give me a little bit of hope. I don't know if I need it. Maybe it's better to kill me now. But, right now it's looking all right, but you just know the Ravens will eventually put up points. Of course, again, I can't be mad. I mean, honestly, 10 points for the Steelers and a half is pretty good. So, I'll take it. I will take it. And feel free, of course, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like, folks. I try to respond to as many people as I can. The chat, of course, is a very big part of the channel. And if you do like what you've been listening to, I'm really sorry. Again, I'm a little bit off today. I'm very, very exhausted, but I will power through, of course. Wake up as the day goes on. And definitely like and subscribe. It is free. We had a great day yesterday. Actually had 398 subscribers added yesterday. So very excited about that. Very great day for college football and for the channel. Maybe not for college football because, honestly, Alabama got in. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Go Pittsburgh Steelers, win the game today. We need it, Karen. We really do. We really do. Again, appreciate it, Karen, for tuning on in as we are back here in Baltimore again. Pittsburgh leading 10-3 as the Steelers will give possession back to the Ravens. Steelers are good at giving you just enough hope to keep you around. Yeah, I know. It's disgusting. Year in and year out, it's been the way. That's going to be fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, and pushed out of bounds around the 26-yard line. Tackled there by Peppers and I believe Bruner. Walter Payton, Man of the Year nominees for each team. Alex Highsmith for the Steelers and Derrick Henry for the Ravens. So good luck. Good luck to those guys. Probably Rodgers. Well, hold on. I'm not following their woodworking. Probably Rodgers last year if they don't make the playoffs. Oh yeah, if they don't make it, he'll leave for sure. 1st and 10 as Jackson drops back. It's going to be a screen to Flowers. Flowers cutting inside and is dropped at the 25-yard line, but there's a flag. They're going to say the face mask, maybe, or no, an eligible man downfield. Looks like that'll be an eligible player downfield. Penalty is declined. Again, that was a loss on the play, so that'll back him up a yard. So 2nd and 11 coming up for the Ravens. Baltimore. Hey, I'm not going to LOL Baltimore. Not going to LOL Baltimore. They can easily put up some points here. I could see it again against the Steelers defense that has been very, very bad this year. So 2nd 11, Jackson throws it over the middle. It is caught at the 25. Oh, makes a guy miss. He's cutting inside at the 30 and dropped at the 31, 32-yard line. It's a nice gain there. Gain of about 7. 6 or 7, unsure. It's going to be 7. 3rd and 4 coming up for the Ravens as we're ticking under 10 minutes now. Finally. Again, this game has been going on. I mean, it was like a 45-minute first quarter. That is ridiculous. So 3rd and 4 for the Ravens as they need to get to the 36 for a brand new set of downs. Jackson in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As Jackson sends a man in motion, he drops back. He's looking to his left. Now up in the middle. Jackson rolling to his right. He dumps it off. It is, oh, what an interception. Caught at the 40 and pushed out at the 36. What a one-handed catch. That was unbelievable by James Pierre. Wow. A one-handed interception. That was amazing. He definitely was eating no popcorn on the sideline. That was a great catch by James Pierre, not who Jackson was looking for. He was looking for Ali just down the field. Just underthrown. The Steelers will have it. Wow. GG, guys. This guy wanted to see a Steelers-Packers Super Bowl. That game would be so hyped. It would. Unfortunately, the Steelers won't be there. The Packers have a great chance to go. Steelers are just a better team. We're terrible. Goku, come on. You know better than this. Goku, if you've seen Steelers-Ravens games throughout the years, you know this is going to come down to the fourth quarter. You know it. You know. You're trying to Skip Bayless your way through this. Like, oh, yeah, the Cowboys, we're going to lose this week. And then, oh, yeah, look at that. How about them Cowboys after you win? That's how you're trying to do it. 1st and 10 at the 36. Rodgers under center as he hands it off up the middle and is dropped immediately. Nothing doing there. Maybe a yard. That was Warren on the carry. That was a great catch by Pierre. Good stuff. We need that. So 2nd and 9 coming up for the Steelers. Trying to take advantage of the interception. A touchdown would be great. Field goal, you know, it is what it is. Any points, I guess, is good. As Rodgers once again in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Rodgers lifts the leg, takes the snap, drops back. He's looking to his left. Now moving to his right. Rodgers on the run. He fires. It is caught at the 22. What a catch by Skowronek. Tackled immediately. That is a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Skowronek, the former Ram, was the double there for Kupp. There was, I think, I don't know. It's just a dumb little joke. Friends and I would have that Skowronek was just like trying to confuse the defense. You know, Cooper Kupp. Is this Cooper Kupp? No, it's Skowronek. You know, they look pretty much the same. I think he wore 18. Cooper Kupp wore 10. The numbers were very similar. 1st and 10 as he throws it to Metcalf at the 20 and dropped at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5. So the Steelers moving down the field again. They're in the red zone. Things are looking good for the Steelers at the moment. Of course, we've seen them look good in a half and then completely fall apart, you know. The Packers game is definitely a good example of that. It's still definitely not over. Definitely pleased with what I'm seeing, though. As it's going to be 2nd and 5. Rodgers in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Ravens are crowding the line. Looks like Harbaugh's going to... Yeah, he's running at the bottom of the screen. He doesn't like what he's seeing. Yeah, he's going to take a timeout. Rodgers is like, hey, you got to let me run that. Come on. Yeah, Rodgers moving something. The Ravens were crowding the line. Then Rodgers was kind of motioning everybody out wide, and it looked like it was going to be single coverage there. And Rodgers pointing out the Ravens sideline. It's like, hey, you don't want none of this. How does that work? Alabama beat Georgia earlier this season. Georgia beat Alabama for the conference title. Who's in, who's out? They're both in because Alabama. Yeah, again, getting blown out in championship game. That just, I mean, you should be eliminated. That's just me. It's ridiculous. All right, so timeout here. We'll look at the other scores right now. Seahawks 3, Falcons 3, Bengals leading 21-11 over the Bills. Titans leading 14-10 over the Browns. The Browns, though, are driving, facing a 4th and 2 at the Tennessee 44. Vikings 14, Commies nothing, Dolphins 21, Jets 7, Buccaneers 10, Saints 7, and the Jaguars leading 21-7 over the Colts. So 2nd and 4 as Rodgers under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right, sending a man in motion as Rodgers, play action, rolling to his right, fires. It is caught across the 15, extending forward to about the 13. I believe that was Adam Thielen, his first catch as a Steeler. Good effort there by Thielen. Regardless, it's going to be 3rd and 1. Thinking the same thing, woodworking. I believe, yeah, woodworking. Also, my bad, I just realized I have the wrong screen. Woodworking was here, I believe, with the Brewers as well. Again, like I've said, I've been very appreciative of the Brewers, Packers fan base. They've definitely been very supportive of the channel. So, again, thank you. And, again, I expect to cover some Brewers games next year as well. Mostly Pirates, but, again, I'll be bouncing around. 3rd and 2, Rodgers floats it down the right sideline. It is incomplete. Metcalf had a hand on it. Humphrey on the coverage. It's going to be 4th and 2, and he's saying, come on. Wow, that's interesting there. Because Alabama's so dumb. That's how a cookie crumbles. It does. Jags are unbeatable in Jacksonville when they play the Colts. Yeah, no, again, it's been like 10 straight years. Rodgers asking for the flag. He never got it. Jeez, you know what word he said after that. Fun. This is a 32-yard attempt from the right hash. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is a knuckler, but it's good. And there is a flag at the end of the play. And Steelers are pointing to Baltimore. Oh, this is interesting. We'll have to see what this is all about. Steelers are pretty happy. 4th and 2, regardless. It would be a first down. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness, defense number 99. Half the distance. That's an automatic first down for the Steelers. Oh, that's a killer if you're the Ravens. So they will take away the 3 points. Travis Jones. Okay, I don't really know what happened. I don't really agree with that call, actually, when I'm looking at it. It's nothing really doing there, but it is what it is. Going to be 1st and goal for the Steelers. Harbaugh doesn't like the call. To be honest, I agree with him. That's honestly not a great call, but it is what it is, I guess. If you're a Ravens fan, it isn't actually what it is, Dr. DeLay. What are you talking about? It's not it is what it is. That's a terrible call. I'm like, okay, I get you. But, I'm a Steeler fan, so I'm not exactly hating the call. Rodgers under center, receivers to each side as Rodgers sends a man in motion, and he tosses it to Gainwell down the left side. He's at the 5, cuts inside. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. And the touchdown turkey loves it. He's unbiased. He loves touchdowns. And the Steelers lead 16-3. Due to the costly penalty, again, a very controversial one, to be honest with you. But the Steelers taking advantage as they now lead 16-3 as we're pending the extra point. That's huge. Such a dumb play. Yeah, no, I can't believe that was really the... I mean, that is a pretty bad call. I mean, honestly. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up. It is good. 17-3 is your score, Steelers. Up over the Ravens. Yeah, no, Goku, I totally feel you. I mean, honestly, not a great call. I would definitely feel you there. Refs have been so bad and just getting worse. They are. That was terrible. Touchdown turkey. Oh, yeah. Draven saying, let's go. Good to see you, Draven. Appreciate you, man. Indiana versus Ohio State was rigged. No, okay. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I mean, but, yeah, I understand. Gambling is legal, but it is what it is. Again, we just need to make it illegal, but a lot of people love it, so I don't think it's going to ever happen. I mean, especially in college. College, it's like, hey, man, does this guy have this many yards? Hey, man, my over-under was 55. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, that's great. Feel free to chat about it, but, and then they get mad. That's what bothers me. Not really that. What bothers me is, like, whenever they lose their bet, I don't know what's going on my screen, they get so mad. Oh, man, it's rigged. Oh, this guy sucks. Blah, 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 blah. Like, okay. All right. If it's rigged, then why did you bet? You're just, again, you're betting on a script. If you think it's rigged, then all you're doing is you're gambling. It's essentially the same thing. You're gambling on which script do you think is going to happen. Do you think this team's going to win or this team's going to win? That's what really bothers me is I don't like the angry reactions at the end when they lose. It's like, okay, well, you gambled. It's not really gambling if you win all the time now, is it? All right, anyway, Falcons 6, Seahawks 3, Bengals 21, Bills 11, Titans 14, Browns 10, Vikings 14, Commies nothing, Dolphins 21, Jets 7, Buccaneers 10, Saints 7, and the Jaguars 21, Colts 10. That is your update there. Yes, indeed. Keith, loving it. Do y'all like the new background? This guy, Goku, has abandoned his Ravens colors for the Bears. Wow. Indiana actually looked better than Ohio State. Yeah, no, I mean, I wasn't really looking at it too much. I mean, I was looking at the ACC game, but I was keeping tabs with it. Indiana, they deserve to win. That's just me, though. Yeah, it's whatever. I mean, yeah, do what you want. It's your life. But, I mean, again, I just don't like the angry reactions. Again, just like you get so mad when you lose. Like, it's called gambling. I don't know if you actually understand what gambling is. I prefer the Ravens. Honestly, yeah. This is kind of weird. This is weird. You can't hear me, Doc. Just know I'm pissed. Okay. There you go. That's what I think. Bear down. I don't even know what a Raven is. I'll be back later. This guy. So here is the kickoff again. That's going to be... Well, hold on. Now there's a flag. Short of landing zone. What the heck? Well, that's a terrible... Okay, so there you go. Boswell got the call. Hey, you got to give the Ravens short field here. That's pretty bad. So Boswell, that's a pretty pathetic mistake there. So the Ravens will have it 1st and 10 at the 40. How's it going, Silas? Good to see you again. Yeah, it's been a long game here. 1st and 10 for Jackson. As he's in the pistol. Receiver to the right, receiver to the left. Sends a man in motion. Jackson hands it off up the middle. This is Henry. And Henry's dropped at the 42-yard line for a gain of 2. You know what? I might change my profile pic. You guys are going to change your profile pics. I might have to change mine. I've been thinking about it. I might need to do it. Update it. All right, 2nd and 8 coming up for the Ravens. As, again, good field position started, thanks to the penalty by Boswell. Not like he did anything terrible, wanting a personal foul or anything, but he just kicked it short of the landing zone. As Jackson hands it off to Henry up the most at the 45, the 50, and dropped at the 49-yard line. Henry laid the smack down on Harrison, and Harrison is down. Oh, man, he hasn't moved at all. Oh, jeez. Henry may have just knocked him out. Wow. Oh, my gosh. Harrison has not moved. Malik Harrison, the former Baltimore Raven. Now, looks like he's on a knee, so that's good. Ravens will probably get a touchdown before the half. Oh, yeah, for sure. 80 subs away. Yeah, we're closing in. We might actually hit 3K by this year. I didn't think that would be possible. But, again, yesterday was a great day. College football has been very kind to me. And what a decision it was to not stream Ohio State, Indiana, because there were illegal streams up for that one. I mean, geez, did I dodge a bullet there? I'm very glad I went ahead and did the ACC championship. But yeah, anything but a bear there. Oh, no, not at all. Henry is a beast. He is. Yeah, he is a beast. So, yeah, I feel bad. I know Rhino did the Ohio State-Indiana game. Definitely, I'm sure he's not too thrilled about the illegal streams. I totally understand there. And I'm not either. Whenever, it does happen. Actually, I've only done it once where I've covered. Hold on, let me actually look. I'm curious. I can kind of tell you here. Okay, all right. Enough of that theme song. Let's see here. Let me show you the full screen here. Let me move my big fat head. I know Miami of Ohio, Wisconsin was a legal stream. I think everything else since then, though, was actually, there were no illegal streams. I think I've just managed to get it right. There's a secret, by the way, that I had earlier in the year. Because, again, illegal streams were the thing up until the Disney dispute. This was actually, yeah, so Notre Dame, was it Notre Dame Pittsburgh was the first one that was the first week that they did the no legal streams, I think. Yeah. Anyway, enough about me and my channel. Again, appreciate you. Oh, my channel, what the heck? Man, I sound like a country fellow right there. Oh, man. All right, we're back. Again, I appreciate you guys for hanging out. And the Steelers leading 17-3. Ravens are kind of driving. They are across the midfield. They're across midfield. They're at the Steelers 49. We'll watch Duke throw a wrench in the playoffs. Yep. It was. What are you going to do after football season? Some college basketball and some hockey. And then, of course, baseball starts. So 1st and 10 for the Ravens as Jackson is under center. Henry in the backfield. As Jackson takes a snap and rolls to his right as Jackson. He fires. It's caught at the 45 and pushed out close to the line to gain. That was Zay Flowers on the catch. I don't know where they're going to mark it. Little update there. Burrow play a pump fake there. He's throwing to his right. It is caught. What a catch in the end zone by Chase Brown. He's a great receiving back there. So 2nd and 1, the Ravens at the 40. Jackson is under center, sending a man in motion as Jackson hands it off up the middle. Henry's got the first down. And actually, I thought he'd get a lot more there, but no, he just gets to the 39, as that is a brand new set of downs for the Ravens. Roll Steelers. Oh, yeah. Here we go, says Draven. We're not here for numbers, Doc. We're here for football. Leave the numbers to the corporates. No. Sorry, I need the numbers. The numbers definitely help long term. I got to do its best. But I ended up, again, it was a great decision. The ACC championship game went to overtime. It was great. So 1st and 10 as Jackson's in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Jackson, play action, drops back. He's looking to his left. Oh, he's running backwards. He throws. Oh, what a catch at the 35. And likely is dropped around the 32-yard line. Great throw by Jackson. And heavy pressure, just sidearmed it. What a throw by Jackson. Oh, man, great throw. That's a great throw. That's an NFL throw, folks. All right, 2nd and 3 coming up for the Ravens. They're at the 32, actually 2nd and 4. As Jackson is under center, receivers to each side. As Jackson hands it off. It's an end around to Flowers. Flowers cutting inside and dropped at the 30. Gain of 2. Please don't fail me now. Oh, we will. Steelers will. After the season, I'm going to the gym and read a few books. Nice. That sounds like what everybody should do, but probably won't. That sounds... I don't know why I thought of the Cristiano Ronaldo meme. I don't know if you guys know. Like, he's just reading like the book on the couch or something like that. Or I don't know. Really, it's really dumb. Jake, oh, no, you're good, man. I know. It's all good. But, yeah, no, we are definitely all here for football and sports for sure. 3rd and 2 as Jackson is under center. Sends a man in motion, and there's a flag. And this will be interesting. Neutral zone infraction defense. Wow. Again, I think that's one of the more stupider penalties, in my opinion. Like, just because you cross the line doesn't mean, I don't know. I think that's dumb. If you cross the line and get back before the ball is snapped, then what's the problem? I don't know. I think that's stupid. That's stupid. Anyway, 1st and 10 here for the Ravens. Jackson is in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers to the left. As he drops back, he's looking, he fires. It's batted the line, and it's almost intercepted. That was batted high up in the air, unable. No one was able to corral that one. That's planned for January. There we go. That's good. Looks like there was an illegal formation. That was declined, so it's 2nd and 10. Ravens will score a touchdown. Yeah, maybe. Possibly another score before the half ends. Okay, this guy. Now you're just a hater. Seems like the Ravens should hit the gym for January. They're going to Cancun. This guy. Pittsburgh cannot help but Tomlinize the game. Tomlin did not have a good first quarter, but it's looking a little bit better here in the second for the Steelers. 2nd and 10 in the pistol. Trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. As Jackson hands it off to Henry, and Henry not going to get much. Brought down around the 23-yard line. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Steelers leading 17-3. Ravens, though, with the ball, they are driving at the Pittsburgh 23. That's crap he got back before the lineman moved. Yeah, again, I don't understand why they... I don't know. I think that's dumb. Kind of want to see the Ravens score so the Steelers can experience some adversity, but yeah, oh yeah. We've never experienced that before. Oh yeah. We've experienced a bunch of adversity. We fall every single time. I think the defensive line should have the same false start rules as the offense. That's fair. That's fair, Denny. Again, I just disagree, but that's okay. He just retired, so I have no excuse to do it. There we go. Well, congrats there. Happy retirement for you. Congratulations. Congratulations. I hope to be there one day. Let's see. Yeah, congrats. Yeah, congrats there. 3rd and long, opposing team's favorite versus Pittsburgh. Yep. Yes, sir. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many people as I can. Now, of course, I am expecting not really a great turnout today, as Football Nation is covering both games. And then, of course, Grossi and Football Nation will be covering the Packers game. So, yeah, it is what it is. But I really wanted to cover these games again. It is also a, of course, I'm covering, the Steelers, every single Steelers game regardless. Packers game, yeah, that's a big game. And, again, it's also a thank you again to all the Packers fans that have been very supportive. Also, again, we've got some Bears fans in here as well that have been very supportive of the channel. So we all get to experience that one together. It'll be a good one. And, of course, the Bears still kind of carrying a chip on their shoulder. Hey, no one really believes in us. Well, here you go. This is an opportunity to kind of shut all of the doubters up. I might be a doubter, I'm not going to lie. But, again, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out. This time will be different against your most hated rival. Oh, yeah, for sure. You're just taking a year off and be back and work. Okay, gotcha. Hi, Doc. I'm just here saying hi. Well, hello there. Hello there, James. Good to see you again. Appreciate it. One needs to stay busy. Hi, Al. Sorry, late to the party. It's all good, Gun Wrencher. Appreciate you, man. A new Bears fan, Goku. Yeah, Goku. Well, Goku's been pulling for the Bears for a while now. Again, he's a Ravens and Bears. Of course, there's Mr. Rob. He's a Cubs fan and also a Bears fan. I believe there's a few more Bears fans. I just can't recall. I believe Keith, right? Or no? Keith, you're a Bears fan, right? Or am I tripping? Am I just tripping? I might be tripping here. All right, regardless, it's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Ravens as Jackson is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Actually, 2 receivers to the left. They need to get to the 15 for Brandon to downs. Jackson drops back. He's looking, fires. It is batted away, incomplete. Ramsey with a great play. And now there's a late flag. Unbelievable. And it's going to be against the defense. Illegal contact. Oh, my gosh. The stupidest of them all. We're talking about bad penalties. There you go. Illegal contact always shows up on a 3rd down every single time. Rarely see it on a 1st down. Rarely see it on a 2nd down. But 3rd down, you can rest assured illegal contact's going to happen. Now, again, to be honest with you, I don't know what Porter's doing. He's just decided to bear hug Hopkins down the entire length of the field. You're a Bears fan, Matthew. Appreciate it. Again, like I said, I feel like I've gotten a lot of Bears fans here. So 1st and 10 here for the Ravens at the 18. Hands it off to Henry at the 15 and dropped at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Makes it 2nd and 5 coming up for the Ravens. New Bears fan, been my second team's in birth. So, but yeah, again, appreciate it, guys. Yeah, like I said, that should be a good one. Should be a good game. So 2nd and 5 for the Ravens as they, again, are in the Steelers' red zone. They're at the 13 as Jackson is under center. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. And he sends him in motion again as Jackson, play action, looking to his left, steps up, now moving to his right, fires. It's caught at the 10, diving forward to the 8-yard line. That will be a Ravens first down. Going to be 1st and goal for the Ravens. Looks like the Ravens are going to just let this trickle all the way down. And that is a good idea if you're a Ravens fan or a Ravens team. These jump scares have gotten to me. Oh, yeah. I can't wait for them. Actually, I can wait. I'm not a fan of jump scares. Really, it's not the visuals. It's the sound. I actually cover my ears, and then it's not as bad. 1st and goal at the 8. I'm not even kidding. Not even kidding. I know I'm a coward. Jackson tosses to Henry. He's at the 15, the 10. Breaking a tackle, but not going to get too much as he's dropped at the 7-yard line. Highsmith in there to make the tackle. So timeout there by the Ravens. Cheering for the Bears. All right, yeah, we'll see how it goes today. Should be a good one. It is in Lambeau. So, again, you beat the Packers in Lambeau. I mean, that is a statement game. Even if it were in Chicago, I think that would still be very impressive. Much more impressive, though, if they beat the Packers in Lambeau. Roll the steel curtain. Highsmith now limping on the sideline. So, again, the Steelers have just been beat up today. Luckily for them, they are up, but they might be surrendering this lead in the second half. I don't know, just based on how they've been. All right, 2nd and goal here for the Ravens as they are at the 7. Jackson is in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Jackson takes the snap, drops back, looking to his right. Now over the middle, floats it to the end zone. It is incomplete. Andrews trying to draw the flag. That one was well overthrown. Nice flop job there by Andrews. Good effort there by Andrews. Could be an actor in Hollywood after that one. Of course, he just got a nice new contract. This guy, yeah, okay. Yeah, that was actually way worse over replay. Oh, my goodness. Regardless, it's going to be 3rd and goal here for the Ravens. Andrews still can't believe he didn't get the flag. I mean, okay. All right, again, let's chill out there, Andrews. Jackson in the shotgun. He drops back, looking to his right now over the middle. Jackson might take off and run. Oh, and he's going to touchdown, Baltimore Ravens. And the touchdown turkey, like I said, he's unbiased. He just loves touchdowns as Jackson, a 7-yard run to make this a 1-score game. That is Jackson's first rushing touchdown in 8 games, apparently. So, again, congrats holding on the defense. Just in case the Ravens couldn't get it done there on 3rd down, the referees were sure to help them out. Again, it's not really just a Ravens thing. It's just the NFL. It's so stupid. It's like you can kind of tell. You can just kind of tell that the NFL puts their fingerprints on every game. It's really terrible. Steelers win the game today. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Touchdown penalty on 3rd down. Both. How about both? Both is good. Both is good there for Trisk. As we're just waiting for the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is. Oh, did he miss it? He missed it. Oh, the wind just took it away. It is a windy day there in Baltimore, but man, you just you don't really see that often, especially with a Ravens kicker. Even if Baltimore wins, I will not go back to that life. This guy, you know, it's, again, well, Goku. You're just doing the Skip Bayless strat. Oh, man, the Cowboys, yeah, they're going to lose this week. Oh, you know, that's all it is. And then, of course, you know, Monday hits, they win. How about them Cowboys? You know, blah, 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 blah. That's the strat that Goku has elected. Could have guessed he would do that. Yeah, well, again, I mean, he was, I think, clearly looking to pass first. It was just not great. Not great coverage. There was no one in the middle of the field there. No one. That was pretty bad. But yeah, I would have put a spy on him. Would have definitely put a spy on Jackson there. So 17-9, Ravens going to kick it off to the Steelers. Again, only 16 seconds left until the conclusion of the first half. As Loop going to kick it off again. Just missed an extra point, which he's been a pretty good replacement for Tucker. I mean, he's been very good. As there is the kickoff. That's going to be fielded at the 7. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, and is crunched at the 26-yard line. You have to imagine the Steelers will just take a knee again. They will get the second half kickoff. So just 11 seconds left to go. Dallas fans, a true roller coaster ride? Kind of. I don't know. I have a little less sympathy for Cowboys fans personally. But this year's a little different. I will say that. This year is a little different. The Cowboys actually are somewhat a decent team as they will go ahead and take the knee, and that is it. That is your halftime score. 17-9 Steelers over the Ravens. Again, the Steelers will take start with the ball in the second half. Baltimore must have PAT. Yep. It's stupid how the Steelers and Ravens isn't national TV. Well, to me it is. For me it is. It's not on, and for me it's not on the YouTube TV, NFL Sunday Ticket. It's actually on my local channel here in Texas. So it is pretty lame. Let me actually look at the coverage map here. Let me go ahead and actually look. Because, yeah, I honestly thought in my area they would have showed the Colts and Jaguars because that's, an AFC South game. I'm close to Houston. All right, let's see. What is it? Is it not 205 Sports or something like that? NFL, what week is this? Week 14? NFL Week 14 coverage map. 506 Sports. All right, I was wrong on the numbers. Looks like Pittsburgh, Baltimore is pretty much the entire... I can show you. This shouldn't get me in trouble. Pittsburgh, Baltimore is pretty much the entire state up there. So I don't know why you guys can't see it. I guess it depends where you live. Now the Cleveland game, yeah, if you live close, if you live North Pennsylvania, they'll give you the Buffalo game. If you live... Or no, if you live in North Pennsylvania, they're not going to give you... Oh, they're going to give you the Denver... Oh, wow, they're giving you the Denver-Las Vegas game in the afternoon. That is actually terrible. Unbelievable. I'd be disgusted. That is disgusting. Oh, my gosh. So Cincinnati at Buffalo is the Fox? Wow, okay. What the heck? Why do they do that? That's weird. Why is AFC playing on NFC on a Fox? AFC's playing on Fox. NFC's playing on CBS. Like New Orleans, Tampa Bay is on CBS. Like why? I don't like this. I don't like the world. What does the world become? What does the world become? AFC, CBS, NFC, Fox. That's the way it should be. Anyway, what's the 72 Dolphins' favorite Christmas carol? I don't know. I don't know, Trisk. What is it? It's not for me. That's keep Tom touchdown turkey happy. Yeah, a lot of touchdowns here. You're in Cleveland. You're getting Denver Raider game. Yeah, it's terrible. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go. You're getting the Bears-Packers game. Yep. Yeah, no, I have that one, of course, as well. Yeah, sorry, Herbie, man. I am pretty upset. I am pretty upset about it as well. They definitely messed them up. I mean, I can't believe they kept Notre Dame out. I find that ridiculous. Again, to me, it should be both Miami and Notre Dame in, Bama out. But it is what it is. I will let you know later. Okay, 72 Dolphins. I'm sure it's very clear as day. All right, well, let me go ahead and look at the scores here. We're at the half. We can go ahead and do a little halftime report across the nation right now. Let me go and refresh. I remember day games on NBC, although, man, I'm sure my dad also remembers that. Yeah. I don't know, but I don't know. I think it's been this way though for like 2 or 3 decades now. I feel like AFC, CBS, Fox, and because I think Fox used to be the AFC, and NBC was the NFC, I believe. I could be wrong though. Anyway, Seahawks leading 13-6 over the Falcons. They are just now starting the third quarter there. Bengals 21, Bills 11. In the third quarter in that one, Bills are driving at the Cincinnati 35. The Cleveland Browns have come back. They lead 17-14 over the Titans. They're at the half. Vikings 17, Commies 0. Dolphins, and they're in the third quarter. They're halfway through the third quarter. That game's going to end so quickly. Wow. Dolphins blowing out the Jets 24-7. Buccaneers leading 10-7 over the Saints. Jaguars all over the Colts 28-10. That is unfortunate. Jones, again, was 5 for 7 with a pick before he, of course, went out. Riley Leonard, 6 for 11, 46 yards. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. I'm not really a Riley Leonard guy. I know, of course, pretty decent college quarterback, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not a Riley Leonard guy. Let's just say that. Taylor, by the way, bottled up. Again, that's kind of the key there. If you stop Jonathan Taylor, he only has 3 yards a carry. You will definitely beat the Colts. So he does have a touchdown, but yeah, if you stop Jonathan Taylor, that is how you beat the Colts. Why in the world? Okay, let's refresh this and get back over here. Show you on the Steelers game. Yep, I agree. I'll be in the chat during the Packer game. Let's go. There we go. Doctor, your opinion. A post said James Madison is better than Iowa. I would love to see James Madison face Indiana and Oregon. Yeah, that's a pretty interesting take there. Yeah, or Iowa played them both tough, I believe, right? Am I tripping or am I tripping? All right, and of course we can go over the stats for this game. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Rodgers, 13 for 20, 148 for him. Jackson, 7 for 13, 64 yards and a pick. Not a great day for Jackson. He does have a rushing touchdown, though, but more on that in a sec. Warren, 3 for 8. Gainwell, 2 for 7 and a touchdown. Johnson, 1 for 5. Connor Hayward, 1 for 2. Again, that was the tush push. And Rodgers, 2 carries, 0 yards and a touchdown. Look at that, going for that Drum Bennett stat line there. Derrick Henry, 11 for 34. Jackson, 3 for 19 and a touchdown. Keaton Mitchell, 4 for 18. And Zay Flowers, 1 for 2. And then receiving, Metcalf, 4 for 92. He's had a great day so far. Gainwell, 5 for 23. Skoranek, 1 for 13. Washington, 1 for 12. Thielen, Adam Thielen on the Steelers. Would have been nice about 7 years ago, but it is what it is. We'll take him, I guess. Warren, 1 for 4. Austin, no catches there, just a target. I guess a drop, I guess. That was right there. Flowers, 4 for 46. Likely, 2 for 13. Bateman, 1 for 5. And Andrews and Ali with targets, but no catches. Breaking Daniel Jones helps. Yeah, it would. It's okay. Notre Dame will come back, tipped off next season. Not to play us. Freeman will have them ready. Yeah, for sure. I'm just, again, I feel for you. I'm pretty upset on your behalf. Lost to Indiana by 5, lost to Oregon by 2. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. James Madison, definitely better than Iowa. I don't know. Again, I would disagree there. They might have more of an offense, but the defense of Iowa is just really good. Iowa lost to Indiana by 5. You're born and raised Chicago, Steelers, Bears, Fresno State are my teams forever, but Joe Burrow, Josh Allen are your bandwagon type teams. Oh, man. How many subs do you need to 3K? I don't know. I'll check in a sec. Beat the Baltimore Browns. Dr. Lay, you the man. You're the man, True Raider. Appreciate you for tuning in. The Steelers leading in yards with 170. Ravens with 129. Third down efficiency, both teams 3 for 7. First downs, Ravens actually with more, as they have 10. Steelers with 9. Penalties, Steelers have 5 penalties, only 18 yards. The Ravens 2 penalties and 19 yards. The Ravens have more time of possession with 16 minutes. The Steelers with about 14 minutes there. And, of course, the Ravens have the 1 turnover. So there you go. We, of course, will go back to this screen. Notre Dame is a young team, plus an awesome new class, 2026. Yeah, they will be losing Love, though. But, again, they do have some good backs coming up. So, looks like I got some subs today. Thank you, guys. Again, if you do like what you're listening to, folks, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. I think that's the first time I've actually promoted the channel. Maybe that's the way. Don't promote the channel at all. And people will sub. I don't think I've gotten too much. But, hey, it is what it is. I'll take it. Again, I'm not really expecting much today because, again, everything's going to be vultured by the big guys today. And Football Nation, of course, covering this game. Urinating Tree. Looks like he's covering the game. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, no, I have no chance. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Double whammy there. Jeez. Oh, man. Of course, later, I'll, of course, be covering the Packers game, and that will, of course, be Grossi and Football Nation. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm going to get wrecked today, but it's all good. It's all good. And then tonight, I have Grossi and then Football Nation. And then, of course, Rhino's going to be covering the Sunday night game. And, just a bunch of other people. Jaguar Gator, everyone. Need a full game this week, yep. Iowa lost to Iowa State by 3. I don't know. Again, you can pick and choose, but I don't know. I think, let's just say this. I think the score between Iowa and Oregon is going to be a lot closer than the James Madison and Oregon game. And I, of course, I'm going to be pulling for the group of 5, or, throughout this whole thing. More so Tulane, as they'll be playing Ole Miss. I really hope Tulane wins. But I don't know. I think Iowa's pretty good. They just don't have an offense, really. Buffalo down by 3 now. Nice. I have that game on Fox for some weird reason. Yeah, well, hey, that's a good game. Again, I don't know why the AFC on the end is on Fox, but it is what it is. And again, it's like they traded, I guess they swapped Bills and Bengals for Saints and Buccaneers. What a trade that was. Fox definitely made out like a bandit. Even Nick Saban said it. Yeah, no, it's 5 SEC teams, unbelievable. And I'm just saying, when they all lose, when they're all going to lose first game or anything, but none of them are going to win the championship. Georgia's the only good one. Georgia's the only one that I actually think has a shot to make the national championship. The other 4 have clear and obvious flaws, and I just can't believe it. I find that gross, to be honest with you. I find that gross that the SEC bias, again, whether they were making up for last year, because again they only had 3 teams in last year, I don't know, but unbelievable, actually disgusting, the bias that they displayed there. Good morning, how's it going? Good to see you, Chance. How's it going, man? Appreciate you for tuning in. We got some, of course, football here. Steelers, Ravens, as we are about to get ready for the second half. Besides good games, who are your college bandwagon teams? I don't really have bandwagon teams. I just like Pitt. I might pull for other teams, and just depends on the situation, depends on the game. There are teams I actively cheer against. Let's just say that. I think that's more accurate. The Steelers are winning, yep. You don't mind it's fun watching players slide around and stuff? Oh, yeah, for sure. You got an idea. Put the whole SEC in the playoffs. Roll the SEC. Unbelievable. If ACC or SEC, it's going to be the Big Ten. I mean, to me, Ohio State, Indiana are definitely great teams. And Oregon, don't sleep on Oregon. I think this may be the year. They might be this year's. I saw the comment last night, and I agree with the comment. I think this year's Oregon team is going to be last year's Ohio State team. The team that, again, just had that loss early, but then they just ran with it. I think they will be, I don't know, I think Oregon's going to the semifinals. They're going to play, of course, James Madison. I think they'll win that one, of course. Then they're going to play Texas Tech. I think they'll win that one. And then they will play, I guess, Indiana. Oh, man. Ooh. And it'll be interesting. Probably not even watching any of the games after this. Oh, yeah, I totally understand. Hey, you can always tune in for me, though. Just saying. But if not, I understand. I totally get it. All right, looks like, again, the Ravens are going to be kicking off to the Steelers to resume the second half, as we are just awaiting the kickoff at this point. Your number one's Tulane, and then your number 2 is Ohio State. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pulling for Tulane for sure against Ole Miss. DK scuffed up there. Jeez, Rex Ryan in the building. Look at that. It's Rex Ryan. Or I guess they're honoring the 2000 Ravens team. That's cool. 25-year anniversary. I guess that's why there was a delay. There was a halftime ceremony. I guess it ran a little late. That's why we're not kicking off this game. This game might still be going on at 3:25 or 4:25 for the Bears-Packers game. Unbelievable. Jeez, we're almost 2 hours in, and we haven't even started the second half yet. This is pretty ridiculous. My goodness. We're going to kick off eventually, folks. This is actually insane. This is going to be a long game. Looks like the ball fell over. So, yeah, and it's a windy day there in Baltimore as Loop is ready to kick things off. Gainwell and Warren back to return. Jeez, So, Loop. There's the whistle, and we are about to resume the second half. Finally, here is Tyler Loop as he kicks it off, and that's kind of fading. And that's going to go out of bounds. Oh, well, the Steelers will start with pretty decent field position there. Ball will be placed at the 40-yard line. So he misses the extra point, and then he pushes it out of bounds. Hey, we'll take it. Just watching the Notre Dame bowl game. How does an NFL kicker do that? I don't know. I think okay. You think Tech can match up with Oregon? Oh, they could. I don't know. I just think Oregon will probably win that one. All right, 1st and 10 for the Steelers. They're at their own 40 thanks to the out-of-bounds kick. So Rodgers going to be in the pistol. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right as we're back. We are finally underway, sending a man in motion. That is Smith as Rodgers drops back. He's looking. He's still looking. Rodgers, pump fakes. Moving to his left is Rodgers. He sets his feet, throws. It is caught at the 30. Metcalf at the 25. He's at the 20 and dragged out of bounds at the 18. What a play there by DK Metcalf and Rodgers. Oh, great stuff moving in the pocket. That is a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. He had plenty of time, and boy, did Rodgers take advantage. The Ravens pass rush just not getting there in time. Your Buckeyes should have won. Well, hey, they're still a top 2 seed. Looking like prime Rodgers there. Must have found some. Oh, yeah. There we go. He's looking good. 1st and 10. Rodgers under center, sending a man in motion. That is Freiermuth. So Freiermuth in the game. Again, Washington may have been ruled out. I'm not too sure. As Rodgers going to swing it out to Freiermuth. Freiermuth trying to plow through defenders. Still moving forward and is dropped at the 16-yard line for a gain of 3. Freiermuth, again, he's been pretty much a ghost. You haven't really seen him. Completions of 20 air yards. Last 5 games, 0. Today, 3. Let's go. Aaron Rodgers, touchdown turkey is ready. Oh, yeah, he's watching. He's watching me. That was kind of creepy. I thought he set him to the TV here. Must have moved. I don't know. We won't go into that. 2nd and 7. Rodgers going to be under center. Receiver to the right. Receiver to the left. Sending a man in motion is Rodgers as he takes a snap and hands it off. This is Gainwell. Gainwell reversing field, trying to turn the corner. Oh, and he does. He's at the 15, the 10, pushed out close to the first down marker. Rodgers pointing, guiding the ref. He's guiding the ref to where the ball should have been. That's funny. I don't know if he will win that argument. That was pretty good. To me, it didn't look like he got it, but hey, if he did, if Rodgers was able to sweet talk the referee into it, we'll take it. We'll see. What is it? Going to be 3rd and 1. Was not able to win that appeal. Rodgers going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers left. 1 receiver to the right as Rodgers hands it off up the middle. He's leading. He's got the first down. Brought down at the 8. I'll go ahead and bring him here on camera. Just in time. Yep. That is a huge play. It was. If the Steelers score a touchdown, Matt says go to 2. Go for 2, 23, 25. I wouldn't do it. I would kick the extra point. This guy, now you're telling Tomlin to go for 2 after you criticize. What the heck? Be consistent there, Trisk. The math doesn't say go for 2. The math says kick the extra point. Force them to go for 2 for once. They have to go for 2 at least once. If you miss it, well, then it's just touchdown game. 1st and goal at the 8. Rodgers under center, sending a man in motion as it's going to be a toss. This is Warren. He cuts inside and is going to lose a few there. Dropped at the 10-yard line. Loss of 2. LSU play better without all the helmet stickers. Oh, man. Just in time. He's like us watching you watch the game. Wow. What the heck? That's fair. I never really I guess I should know that, but that is kind of, I don't know. Now I don't know how I feel about that. I'm going to have to put up something to cover my face. Hey, Doc, Rodgers looking decent today. Oh, yeah, he is. 2nd and goal at the 10. Rodgers in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As Rodgers lifts the leg, takes the snap, drops back. He's looking. He fires up the middle. It is incomplete. Freiermuth, the intended target. Rodgers looking for a flag. He's disgusted, absolutely disgusted that there is no flag. Yeah, you could say he got there, but it was kind of close. You can say he got there before the ball got there, but it was close. That's a good no call. Got your wisdom tooth pulled out once they go. Steelers, appreciate it, Kylie, for tuning in. Hopefully that went well. 3rd and goal. They're at the 10. Rodgers in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. As Rodgers drops back, he's looking to his left. He steps up. Now moving to his left is Rodgers. Moving. Throws it to the end zone. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Gainwell. And Rodgers not happy. And Boswell will be on to attempt the extra, not the extra point, but kick the 3. Up by 14, go for 2 there because nothing to lose if you miss it. No. No, you still want them to force. You want to try to have them go for 2 whenever you can. I disagree. Regardless, it doesn't matter. As, again, Boswell on to kick. Do you think this is Rodgers last year? Depends on how the season ends. There's the kick. It's up. It is good right down the middle. Steelers leading 20-9 with 10:57 left to go. So, hey, we'll take it. Steelers with an 11-point lead. Will be interesting to see how they blow it. That was a bit out of pocket. I'm actually listening since I'm here at work. Oh, yeah. No, you're good, man. I'm just like, oh, geez. You know, I know you're watching me, but then when you think about it, it's like, oh, man, you're watching me. It's like, oh, geez. I don't like being looked at. I don't know. I've never liked it. I don't like pictures. I don't like taking pictures. I don't like nothing. I don't know. I should take more pictures, though, because, I don't know. Because those are memories that definitely will last a lifetime. You think, again, yeah, I don't know. It depends on how this year ends. Buffalo just took the lead. Really? What are the Bears doing? Bears play later. Come on, Pittsburgh. Yep. He does cry more than anyone I've seen. Hey, man, I love it. Personally, I love it, man. I love what Rodgers does. He kind of, I don't know, it's kind of fun. It is fun. Again, he comes from a different, era. He comes from a different era. And, I don't know, I'm sure he can't stand what the NFL and all that has become again with the players, It is what it is, though. Seahawks leading 20-6 over the Falcons. Bengals leading 21-18. I was just told the Bills have taken the lead. The touchdown has been nullified by a penalty. Wow, the NFL trying to get the Bengals in the playoffs. Browns 17, Titans 14, Vikings 24, Commies nothing. Dolphins 24, Jets 7. And the Saints leading 14-10 over the Buccaneers. And well, that's interesting. And the Jaguars leading 28-10 over the Colts. Colts, though, are driving. They are at the Jacksonville 26. Bears game at 4:25. Yep, 4:25 Eastern time. So plenty of time until their game. Again, I'll be covering that one as well. So, again, if you want to listen into that one, make sure to hang around at the end of the stream. I will redirect you guys there. And we will go ahead and react to that one together. Cook fumbled before he scored. Oh, wow. Wow, that's tough. Did you watch college football yesterday? I did. I had a great 3 great streams, man. The 3 best streams I think I may have ever had. Well, at least I know I had 2, top 2. The first 2 are great. The third one is one of my best. Top 5 stream for sure. So that was great. I have video footage of Dr. DeLay of his total disdain of Rodgers while I touted his goodness. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I was not a Rodgers fan for the longest. I did not like Rodgers. That is very true. That is going to be fielded at the 1. He's at the 5, the 10, the 15, 20, 25, and brought down around the 28. My attitude towards Rodgers kind of shifted. 2018, 2019, I started liking Rodgers towards that time. Hated Rodgers on Green Bay, but like him on the Steelers. Brings grit to the team. Yeah, he is. Again, he brings that old school mentality. Again, you would think the Steelers already had that, but clearly they didn't. Again, that's why I've been very critical of course, the coaching staff, critical of Cameron Hayward, as it's 1st and 10 for Jackson, as he's going to hand it off to Henry, crossing the 30 and dropped at the 35-yard line. Gain of 6 for Derrick Henry. Again, Henry's been pretty good today. Might not show up in the stat sheet, but he is just a difference maker. It was great yesterday. It was. How you do 2 games today? Oh, I'll do 3. Watch this magic show here. We'll do 3 of them today. I did 3 of them yesterday. We'll do 3 of them today. As it's 2nd and 4. Jackson under center, sending a man in motion as he hands it off. This is Mitchell, cuts inside, and the Steelers meet him and greet him at the 38. That is a gain of 3. Going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Ravens. You still don't like Rodgers, a Lions fan? That's fair. Yeah, no. I mean, I imagine many NFC North teams will not like Rodgers. For sure. It seems, though, there aren't. I mean, I feel like all the Packers fans pretty much like, hey, they're pulling for Rodgers. So that's good to see. That is good to see. 3rd and 1. They are at the 38. They need to get to the 39 for a brand new set of downs. Jackson in the shotgun. It's a toss to Mitchell. Mitchell makes the guy miss. Cuts inside at the 40. He's at the 50, the 45, 40, 30, 20, 15, and tackled inside the 10. What a run there by Mitchell. Oh, he made one guy miss, and he was off to the races. Oh, man, what a tackle there by Pierre, saving a touchdown for the moment. You see a 23-23 score in the 4th quarter. I could see it, too. Who plays tonight? We got the Chiefs and the Texans. They'll be squaring off. Both teams currently outside the playoff picture, but, maybe they could make some noise. A win would help them, would help each team. A loss is a killer as Jackson hands it off to Henry up the middle, and he tumbles after a yard there. Gain of 1. I kind of stole the line there from Jim Nantz. I didn't know what to say. It is what it is. Why does the NFL not have a camera on top of the pylon so you can tell if the ball goes over or not? They were reviewing to see if he fumbled into the end zone, but all angles sucked. The NFL is terrible. They are pretty bad. 2nd and goal coming up for the Ravens as they are kind of driving here. They're inside the Pittsburgh 10. They're at the 7 as Henry in the Wildcat takes it up the middle, crossing the 5 and dropped at the 3. So makes it 3rd and goal at the 4. You would be spying Jackson. I would have a spy on Jackson. Oh, yeah, I would. Yeah, no, there's no way I would not leave Jackson with nobody watching him. Chiefs have to win out. They can, I think, afford to lose one more, but yeah, they're running out of opportunities. They really do need to win out. 3rd and goal at the 4. Jackson in the shotgun as he drops back. He's looking to his left. He's going to take off. He throws. Touchdown, Baltimore Ravens. Isaiah Likely with the touchdown turkey. Loves it. Army-Navy game next Saturday. Yep. Turnover time. Nope. Nope. You'll give me 23. Is it $23 or $23,000? That's not really either one, actually. If it's $23, I guess no. If it's $23,000, I mean, I will definitely give this to you and then buy another one. And then I'll have $22,800 remaining. As there is the snap to hold the kick. It is up. It is good. 20-16 is your score with 7:35 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Ramsey with some great coverage. Yeah, unbelievable. Likely just as free as can be. Ramsey getting toasted by a tight end. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. Again, I try to talk to you guys as often as I can. The chat is a very big part of the channel. They need to put a GPS device in the ball so they will know for sure. Well, that's the thing they did. Yeah, they don't use it. They only use it when it's to their advantage. Remember, they were making a big deal about the virtual measurement. That's essentially what it was, Anthony. And guess what? Guess what went away after the first 3 or 4 weeks? So, yeah, they couldn't rig it as much. They couldn't rig it as much. All right, what's happening across the NFL? The Seahawks lead 23-6. They are pulling away from the Falcons. Bengals leading 21-18 over the Bills. Browns 17, Titans 14. Titans with the ball. Sanders 9 for 17, 182 touchdowns. Looking pretty good statistically there. Completion percentage, though, not good. Vikings 24, Commies 0. Dolphins 24, Jets 7. Buccaneers 17, Saints 14. Jaguars 28, Colts 13. You should be watching football on Christmas Day. I probably will. Depends. I'll probably cover games on Christmas Day. We'll see. I did 2 games for Thanksgiving. Let me actually see what time those are. Christmas Day. We got 3 games. Oh, wow. I could do all of them. Dallas, Washington. Ugh. Detroit, Minnesota. Ugh. Denver, Kansas City, that could be a good one. Yeah, that could be a good one. But the first 2 are kind of disgusting, to be honest with you. Yeah. And there's more games that could be flexed. Next week, I don't know really what I'm doing next week. I can tell you Monday Night Football, I'll be doing Steelers-Dolphins, of course. As far as during the day, I don't know. I guess that remains to be seen. But we ain't worried about that yet. Bills just fumbled into the end zone again. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, geez. All right, we're back here in Baltimore again. Steelers leading 20-16 as, again, the Ravens just went down the field and scored after, again, a long run by Mitchell, setting him up inside the Pittsburgh 10. So, again, we're just waiting for this game to resume at this point. We need to figure out how to do your games remotely. I don't know. I'd rather be here. There's the kickoff, and we are back underway. That's going to be bouncing at the 1, and then it goes into the end zone. That's going to be a touchback. The Steelers will have it at the 20, not the 35. So a pretty good kick there by Loop. And here comes the Steelers and Rodgers. Should have said, here come the Steelers and Rodgers. That would have made more sense. It is what it is, though. Metcalf today, again, 133 yards. That's a season high for him. He's done really good. He's had a pretty good day. 10 targets, though. So maybe not as great as on paper. 5 receptions on 10 targets, but pretty good. 133 yards, can't complain. So 1st and 10 for the Steelers. They're at their own 20. As the Ravens fans are loud. They are chanting, Rodgers under, center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. As Rodgers sends a man in motion. And Rodgers takes the snap and hands it off. This is Warren crossing the 20 and dropped at the 23-yard line. That's a gain of 3 for Jaylen Warren. Only 9 yards on the day for him. Hands it off to James Cook, and Cook has it ripped out of his hands, and then it's recovered in the end zone by the Bengals. Going to change your shirt when you do the other game? Probably. We'll see. I did more of a professional look the last few nights, and I think it's worked out pretty well. 2nd and 7 at the 23. Rodgers under. No, he's in the pistol. Receiver to left. 2 receivers to the right as Rodgers drops back. He's looking. He floats it in the flat. It's caught by Warren at the 20. He's at the 25 and dropped at the 27. There is a flag, probably going to be against the Steelers. The Commies getting stomped today. Yep. This is probably going to be against the Steelers. It is going to be a hold against the Steelers. Things aren't looking too great for Pittsburgh. Brian, appreciate that. Thank you again. Thank you, Brian. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Thank you for becoming a member. I need to actually add the totals from last night or yesterday. I had a great day yesterday. As soon as I got off, I went to bed. I was done. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. You are a legend, sir. 2nd and 17. Ball at the 13. As Rodgers is in the shotgun. Trips to left. 2 receivers to the right. Rodgers lifts the leg, takes the snap, drops back. He's looking. He fires. It's caught across the 20. Metcalf is driven backwards after he gets to the 25-yard line. So that is a gain of 12 there for Metcalf. Come on, Steelers, let's go. Browns win, Bengals win, Ravens win, Steelers lose. Yep. Looks like there's an injured Steeler. He's still at the 5. Looks like Steelers will have somebody warming up there because Pete looks like he's going to be done. Heard you're going to buy me a Chicago Bears hat for Christmas. You heard that? Oh, well, you didn't hear it. You didn't hear it from anyone around here connected to me. So very sorry about that. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. Right now there's an injury timeout, so we'll step away and look at what's happening across the NFL as the Seahawks leading 23-6 over the Falcons. Bengals leading 21-18 over the Bills. Allen, by the way, 18 for 22, 189, 2 touchdowns. They've been driving. They just have not been able to hold on the ball when they cross the pylon. The Browns leading 17-14 over the Titans. Vikings 24, Commies nothing. Vikings at the Washington 2. Man. Dolphins 24, Jets 7. Saints are now, again, they're down now to the Buccaneers. Buccaneers taking the lead 17-14. And the Jaguars leading 28-13 over the Colts. Buy or buy? I'm assuming he meant buy the latter there, Trisk. You corrector, you grammar Nazi. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. I'm going to check out my fantasy teams because I, for one, of course, if you're in fantasy football, you would know that, hey, we're kind of closing in on the end of the season, or you're in the playoffs if you had a big team, a big lead. Looks like I'll be losing in the final week of the season. I will drop to 11-3. Pretty good season for me in my main league. In the money league, I need to win, and I'm in. Right now, I am indeed winning. But we still got plenty of football left. Projected to win by 18. I hope that holds. Oh, man, that would be nice to have. Let's see here. In the Jaguar Gator League, first round of playoffs, I'm winning my first round matchup. I went in as like an 11 seed, so I'm playing a 6. And right now we're winning and projected to win by 20, so looking good there. And then I have a bye in my other league as the playoffs have started in that one. I was 10-3 in that one. So pretty good. Pretty good all around for fantasy football this year for me. Hopefully you guys are doing well in fantasy this year. All right, again, there was an injured Steeler, so we are working our way back here to Baltimore. Oh, wow. Pete, he got rolled up on 3rd and 5 for the Steelers. New left tackle in the game. I figure the Ravens will attack him here. They need to get to the 30 for a brand new set of downs as Rodgers in the gun. Ravens pointing for a false start, but nothing there. Rodgers takes the snap. They're sending the blitz. He fires down the left side. It is caught by Austin. It's at the 50 and tripped up across the 45. What a play there by Rodgers and Austin connecting on a nice ball, and that is a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Well, here we go. We have 20 points on the board, and that's enough to win the game. That's the Mike Tom logic. Yeah, right. That's usually how it goes. That is correct, Amundo there, Mike. How are your picks so far today? Out the check. Just checked in on Rhino. He sounds so sad with Jones hurt. Oh, I do feel bad for him. 1st and 10 at the 44. Rodgers is under center. As Rodgers hands it off up the middle to Johnson, and Johnson not doing anything. As that's going to be a loss of one. The Baltimore D-line breaking through there. The O-line of the Steelers. Yeah, I'll check over the picks. Check over the picks there later. Next commercial break. Well, we might do it later. We might. What we'll do is maybe during halftime of the Bears-Packers game, we'll just kind of raid Rhino there. Give him some support. Tell him chin up. Second 11, ball at the 45. Rodgers in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Rodgers drops back. He's looking, floats it in the flat. It's caught by Warren. Makes a guy miss at the 40 and is brought down at the 38-yard line. It's a nice catch and run there by Jalen Warren. Gain of 7. Going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Steelers. Again, you're thinking, well, if they don't get anything here, you can settle for 3. Well, not today. It is a windy day there in Baltimore, so I wouldn't trust a kick farther than 50 yards. So Pete's heading to the locker room as Rodgers is in the shotgun. They need to get to the 34 for a brand new set of downs. Rodgers lifts the leg. Looking around still, lifts the leg again, takes the snap, drops back, looking to his right. He fires in the flat. It's caught at the 35. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. So simple, a catch in the flat, and the Steelers, once again, up by 2, scored the touchdown. Turkey again. He's unbiased, folks. He just loves touchdowns. Maybe he likes Steelers ones a little bit more. I don't know. Maybe that's me talking. It is what it is. It's 26-16 as we're pending the extra point. What made it worse was someone in the chat said the Colts need some luck, and Rhino said luck left 6 years ago and they never got back. Oh, my goodness, Rhino. Oh, man. Rhino needs a hug. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up. It is good. Oh, my gosh, that's actually sad. Oh, my goodness. I feel so bad for Rhino, man. The Steelers, though, hey, looking pretty good. 27-16, 3:30 left to go in the third quarter. Looked away from the TV screen for a second. The Steelers score. There we go. Raid that guy, Rhino. I don't know. Again, I'd like to, if I do raid, which it would be my first raid. I've never raided anybody because, again, I'm kind of a small channel. I don't really know how it really works, to be honest with you. But yeah, I don't know. I'll try to raid people that have been supportive of the channel. Well, I will try to find other creators later down the road. Right now, though, I'm still in year 1. I want to focus more, again, on the tight community that we have here. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Let me go ahead and check out, the scores, and then I'll check my pick'ems. We'll see how bad I've been this week. And the Steelers up by 11. Kind of a shocker. We'll see if that's enough. Seahawks leading 23-9 over the Falcons. The Bengals leading 21-18 over the Bills. Browns 17, Titans 14, Vikings 31, Commies 0. Dolphins 24, Jets 7, Saints 17, Buccaneers 17. That one is tied. Jaguars 28, Colts 3. Colts 13. It feels like it's Colts 3, though. Not to kick anybody while they're down. All right, let's see what we got here. Browns. Okay, let me go ahead and look at my picks here. Let me refresh that. Okay, they're not showing the scores. That's kind of lame. Regardless, the Browns are winning. So, again, right now I'm up on that one. Wrong on the Jets. Again, I switched that one the last minute yesterday. Dumb decision there. Pick the Bucks. Looking like that. Again, it's a tie right now. Jaguars are winning over the Colts. Pick the Bills over the Bengals. Pick the Commies over the Vikings. Ooh. Seahawks over the Falcons. Yes, I did pick the Ravens over the Steelers. Can you really blame me? And that is pretty much it. So, not a good week. Not looking like it'll be a good week. So, let's see here. You missed the touchdown, Turkey, because of commercial. Oh, sorry. He's still happy. Look, you can see it right now. He's loving the touchdowns today. And messed up the call. Oh, really? Man, you guys got ads at the same time. What the heck? Glad to see a happy touchdown. Yep. P-A-T Puma. I'm not following there, Anthony. That's some funny stuff. Baltimore rage baiting like usual. I told you to pick the Steelers. There we go. I guess so. Now some horrible defense. Yeah, no, there was nobody there. As soon as Warren catches it in the flat, it's like, all right, just run straight because no one's going to come get you. No one's going to come get you there. By the way, this hasn't even updated, so I don't know what's going on here. There we go. All right, we are back again. Boswell going to be kicking it off to Baltimore. Again, Steelers leading 27-16. This is a pleasant surprise. We'll see, though, if it can hold as The Ravens field it at the 10. He's at the 15, the 20. Cuts inside at the 25. He's at the 30 and dropped at the 36-yard line. Nice return there by Ali. Rasheen Ali, not Muhammad. Not delivering a knockout punch there. Point after. Oh, yeah, I know what a PAT is. I just don't understand what the Puma there. Point after touchdown. Yeah, I get that one. Puma, I was lost there. I'm not going to lie. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Baltimore Ravens. They're at the 36, their own 36. As Jackson, play action, rolling to his right. He's still rolling to his right. He's going to take off and run, but he's not going to get much. He does get a few. Only going to give him a yard, actually. Brought down at the 37-yard line. I don't know why. I guess I have to refresh it after every play. That's going to be kind of annoying. Leaving it on right there. 2nd and 9. Army Navy, yep. We'll be doing that one. 2nd and 9, ball at the 37. As Jackson under center hands it off up the middle. This is Henry. Henry breaking a tackle. He's at the 40 and brought down around the 42. Ball came out, but they're going to say he was down. So 3rd and 4 coming up for the Ravens. Who dat Saints? Saints are tied up. Yeah, Saints aren't looking too bad right now. Not looking too bad. By the way, I'm starving. I haven't eaten anything today. Jeez, was hoping this game would be, usually these are, this is a game that ends pretty quickly because, of course, everyone tries to chew the clock down in these games, and the Steelers-Ravens, but not today. Might not have much of a break here as Jackson takes it himself. He's at the 45, the 50, and runs out of bounds at the 48. And that is a brand new set of downs here for the Ravens. So, again, Jackson with a nice run there. And not doing too much today, but, again, it's still, when you have Jackson, it's not really over until it's over. Henry has Vaseline on his uniform. Yep. For sure. 1st and 10 here for Jackson. And the Ravens as he's under center. Sending a man in motion as Jackson hands it off. No play action. He steps up, fires. It is caught at the 30. And still not ruled down. Looks like they're going to say he gave up. So a brand new set of downs for the Ravens. Nice catch there. That's a gain of almost 20 yards. That was Bateman on the catch. No one take Jackson on the read option. Yep. Jackson keep running. Yep. That's the way it is. 1st and 10 at the 30 as Jackson is in the shotgun. Pardon my voice. Trips left, sending a man in motion as Jackson takes it himself down the right side, cuts inside. He's at the 25 and brought down at the 24. Jackson having a lot of success on this drive with his legs. And, yeah, you can kind of see they're just going to, hey, Jackson, I know you're not running as much lately. We're going to need you to do it in here. So 2nd and 4 coming up for the Ravens. They do have to snap it before 15 seconds left, but the play clock just a second faster. As Jackson hands it off, this is Henry. Henry at the 20 and brought down at the 15-yard line. That's another Ravens first down. The Ravens looking pretty good here at the end of the 3rd quarter. But yeah, the Steelers leading 27-16 was still a whole quarter left to play. Steelers will probably need 30 to win. Yep. 6 or 7 by Nance. 6 or 7. 6 or 7. I guess I didn't hear that. Steelers will need 41 to win. Oh, man. 2 more touchdowns, I would say, would do it. Yeah, I would think so. Again, we'll check out what's happening across the NFL. All right, Seahawks leading 30-9. 30-9 over the Falcons. Bengals 21, Bills 18, Browns 17, Titans 14, Vikings 31, Commies 0. Just an absolutely terrible performance by the Commanders today. Jeez, the commies. Dolphins 24, Jets 7, Saints, Buccaneers 17-17, Jaguars leading 28-13 over the Colts. I guess Riley Leonard might not be the guy. 11 for 17, 86 yards. And again, like I said, if you stop Jonathan Taylor, it doesn't really matter if Daniel Jones quarterback or not. If you stop Jonathan Taylor, you stop the Colts. And that's what they're doing. That is what they're doing. Making sure there's no gap there. I thought I saw a gap. Okay, Bengals back up by 10 with 8:44, man. I guess a Bengal win helps the Steelers. I mean, it kind of does in a way. I mean, as long as the Bengals don't win the division, yeah. They can't play in the snow. I don't know. I mean, I feel like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like, I don't know. I would push back there. Let me just double check. Let me make sure. Let me fact check myself here. Yeah, no, the Bills, again, they have more yards. Let me go ahead and show you guys. So I disagree there with they can't play in the snow. The Bills have more yards. They're actually doing better. They're averaging more yards per play. The turnovers are, I guess, the thing. Again, they fumbled one in the end zone, then they called something back. So I would push back on that. I would say that the Bills are just kind of unfortunate bad luck. The ball, again, can bounce any certain way. And yeah. So there you go. Good call on Steelers. Thank you again, Sandy. Appreciate it. Time for a strip sack. Yeah. Man, you got to keep your strength up. Yeah, no, trust me, I do. Does Rodgers have a 300-yard passing day? I don't know. Let me check. All right, we're back. Baltimore has it 1st and 10. They are at the 16 as Jackson under center as he hands it off up the middle. This is Henry, and Henry not getting much there. Brought down at the 15. Too busy thinking about the Colts, and then Jacksonville. You're doing the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. I'm going to try and do as many bowls as I can. I just don't know which ones yet. I'll have to look at the schedule. I'm waiting on the bowl schedule. 2nd and 9, ball at the 15 as Jackson looks like he's going to be... Actually, I don't know. He's not under center or anything. Now he is. He's under center. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Sending a man in motion as Jackson... Play action, throws it. Oh, what a catch there by Ali. What a throw. He's at the 10. Oh, they're going to say he was down. Ali in the end zone. They ruled him down. I'd like to see the replay on that. I don't know. It looked pretty good. It looked like a touchdown there. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Okay. He was clearly down. Elbow clearly down on the ground. So 3rd and 4. Now Eccles. Oh, man. Eccles shanking up on the play. Eccles has had a great day. He's had a pretty good season, to be honest with you. One of the few bright spots for the Steelers. What in the world? The Ravens are losing their mind. Ravens are losing their mind. They're saying that these should be in the end zone, but again, they clearly show that his elbow was down. I don't know if the Ravens understand that a knee doesn't need to be down. An elbow is down. All right, so let's go and look at this again. Maybe we just missed something, and that's a clear elbow down. I don't know what the Ravens fans are doing. Baltimore might. I don't know if there's any Baltimore fans here. I would look at a rule book real quick before you get mad at that. Jackson in the shotgun. They need to get to the 6 for a brand new set of downs as Jackson drops back. He's looking. He steps up. Jackson throws. It is. Oh, it's dropped by Bateman. Wide open. Would have at least had the first down for sure. But nothing doing there. Oh, you got to be sick if you're Bateman and you're a Ravens fan. Wow, Jackson again. Doing what he can in the pocket. Doing a great job moving. Throw maybe a little bit out wide. Man, they show the replay there. Yeah, it was not actually an easy catch. So, 20-yard attempt here for Tyler Loop. He's 1 for 1. Don't ask about extra points. As here is the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 27-19 is your score with 13:43 left to go in the fourth quarter. Watch the language. Yeah, again, I would prefer if you guys would not swear again. Not saying, obviously people swear in everyday life, but there could be some youngsters watching. Want to try to be a clean channel for the family. Thinking like WWE back in the 2000s. This is the PG era. I mean, it's been PG the whole time, but you know what I'm saying. More of an audience potentially. Ravens must have a giant popcorn bucket. They do. See what I mean? I got you, man. The sun got in his eyes. Yeah, dude, the sun was just right there. That's unfortunate. Bengals game should have been canceled. No, come on. This guy. Jersey. Okay, Jersey. Even if the Ravens get a stop and score touchdown, Mark Andrews will drop a wide open pass on the 2-point conversion because it's called. Yes, sir. I remember what you're talking about. We love that one. Throw wasn't exactly that good either, by the way. Just saying. Jackson was a little bit wide there. Steelers need something, anything. Steelers need something, anything good, but a touchdown helps a lot. Hey, what's up, Dr. Lake? Go Broncos. How's it going, Willie? Well, how's it going? I think you guys are off this week, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, you guys are off. So you're enjoying first place. Enjoying first place in the AFC. No, you're not. You're at second place. My bad. No, you guys aren't off. Am I blind? Am I blind? Am I blind? I might be blind. Chat, am I blind? Why can't I find it? Denver. Yeah, you guys are off. Okay. Why am I so confused? Is this not updated? I thought I updated it. Okay, I don't know. We're just going to not acknowledge that. No, the Broncos have the Raiders. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, I am blind. Okay. Sorry, glasses don't really help. No, I got what you're saying, Jersey. Again, I'm just saying, I mean, obviously there are still youngsters on YouTube. I'm just saying, I don't know. I'd rather close playing the Raiders. Yeah, say the Raiders are a bye week. Yeah, they pretty much have been all year. It's a shame. Again, I'd like to see the Raiders good again. I've been saying that often, but I do mean it. So the Ravens again just tacked on a field goal. Steelers leading 27-19. Still plenty of time left. So again, if you're a Ravens fan, don't be discouraged. If you're a Steelers fan and you feel confident, then you're not really a real Steelers fan, to be honest with you, because yeah, we've been here plenty of times. We've seen them blow leads plenty of times, especially the last 8 years or so. As there's the kickoff. Fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15. Reversing field at the 20 is Gainwell cutting inside and dropped at the 23-yard line. And that is where the Steelers will take over. So first, good game here, Doc. Let's party. Oh, it is a good game, honestly. Very, very surprised. Very surprised, and that honestly more points than I thought. I thought it'd be like a lower scoring game, even with the bad defenses, to be honest with you. But can Gainwell run a straight line? No, he cannot. Hey, he's good. I like Gainwell. He's had a good year. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Steelers. As now there's a referee in the way. By the way, last week Steelers only had 166 yards. This week, 310, so much better this week. Much better. This game's going over 52. Yeah, it is. It may. I don't know. But most likely. 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Rodgers is under center. Let's go and start over. Sending a man in motion is Metcalf as Rodgers takes a snap, play action, rolling to his right. He fires, caught by Metcalf in the backfield, makes a guy miss. He's at the 25 and diving forward to the 26-yard line. Gain of 3. Adam Shine with an update. Josh Allen taking off at the 40. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Buffalo. Has made it a one-score game with 7:33 left to go. Allen, 40-yard run. Very nice there by Josh Allen. 2nd and 7. Ball at the 26. Rodgers in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. As that is Freiermuth in motion. Rodgers takes a snap and Pitches it out to Warren, and Warren not going to get much. He's dropped after a yard. Brings up a very big 3rd and 6 coming up for the Steelers. Can Zay Flowers run in a straight line? This guy. Buffalo touchdown. Yep. Who do you think will win the Natty? Oh, man, I don't know. I think there's 3 teams that really could. 4 teams, honestly. 4 teams, to be honest. It's kind of wide open. Didn't some person say 37-31 called crazy? Yes, you were. You were called crazy. All right, 3rd and 6 at the 27. In the shotgun is Rodgers. Rodgers sending a man in motion. No, he's not. Guy didn't move. Rodgers takes the snap, swings it out. It's caught by Gainwell. Now they're going to whistle it dead. Delay a game. Wow, that's a tight whistle. Oh, that had just ticked 0. Unbelievable. Wow, that is a tight whistle. What teams do you think the Steelers can beat in the AFC playoffs if they get there? Chargers, Broncos? I don't know. I don't know there. 3rd and 11. I don't even know if we win one. We would be first round, most likely. 3rd and 11. They need to get to the 33 for Brandy Downs. Rodgers in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Rodgers lifts the leg, takes the snap, drops back. He's looking over the middle. He fires. It's caught at the 25. And Freiermuth dropped at the 28-yard line. That is a 3 and out. And the Steelers will punt it and have to rely on their defense, that steel curtain. Yeah, I don't know there, Star. To be honest, realistically, I mean, I don't think anybody, but if I had to pick, I would pick teams that haven't really won a playoff game or like have a quarterback that hasn't won a playoff game. There is the kickoff. Or kickoff, the punt, my bad. Field at the 20. He's reversing field at the 25. Spinning around. Now he's at the 30 and dropped at the 32. So that's where the Ravens will start their drive with 11:19 left to go in this one. Jersey, you might need to calm down. All right, yeah, I don't know. Jersey might have to. I'm sorry, Jersey, buddy, but you definitely are letting that issue get to you. So we're gonna go ahead and just put you in a little timeout. It'll be okay. I'm sorry, and if you are mad about it, it is what it is. But again, that's just the rules here. We try to keep it clean. That's all. Again, try not to make it personal. Try not to, that's pretty much how it is. It's a friendly environment. I need to be the most toxic person here. That is it. Can't be more toxic than me. If you're more toxic than me, then there's a problem. Okay. All right, we're back. Let's see what we got here. In the other NFL scores, the Seahawks blowing out the Falcons 37-9. The Bills 31-28. The Bills, yeah, they just took the lead. What is this? Oh, it's a pick six. Joe Burrow intercepted, intended for Jamar Chase Benford, 63 yards to the house as the Bills have just taken the lead. Titans 21, Browns 17. Titans have just taken the lead. That's good. The Vikings 31, Commies 0. Dolphins 24, Jets 10. Saints 24, Buccaneers 17. Saints, man, wow. And, of course, the Panthers are just like, oh, yeah, we want that. The Jaguars 31, Colts 13. By the way, Vikings Commies game has just ended. So that game really quick. This game going to be really long. So Vikings shutting out the Commies today 31-0. Man, oh man. Sorry, well, yeah, again, just trying to keep it clean there, Goku. Again, appreciate it, though. You don't really do it often, so I do. Again, that's why I'll give you a little bit more leeway there. Pittsburgh could beat San Diego only because of history. Still can't believe they lost earlier this year, but Tomlin is the game. Browns going to lose. I think they could. It would be interesting. Would be nice. Would be nice. I don't know. Again, if you look at the playoffs, again, Not saying again, will the Steelers already beat the Patriots, but again, it's a little different thing. But the Patriots don't have a quarterback that's won a playoff game. The Broncos, Lawrence has, Jackson has, Herbert has not, the Colts have not, Bills, yes, they have. Stroud, I think they have as well. And, of course, the Chiefs. So, again, pretty much it. Yeah, ironically, the top-seeded teams. But yeah, that's just my logic. I would hope that Rodgers would have more experience than the other guy. I'm going to go with Rodgers. As Jackson rolling to his right. He steps up, fires down the right side. It's caught at the 35, slipping around. And he's going to be gang tackled at the 33. Wow, that was a big play there for the Ravens. And just like that one play, they are in Steeler territory. JJ or 9 is him. Yeah. Ravens will find a way to choke. Well, I don't know. Right now, the Steelers, I think, are the ones with the lead there, Goku. So I think the Steelers might be finding a way to choke. As it's 1st and 10, the Ravens at the Pittsburgh 33. Jackson under center, 2 receivers right, or to the left, pardon me, as he hands it off up the middle. This is Henry crossing the 30 and dropped at the 29. Rodgers at 300 yet. Rodgers at 289. Yeah, I didn't look at that. I need to look at that. Having a grilled cheese sandwich. Nice. Niners are 7th seed at 9-4. I know, it is insane. They never called those on Rodgers when he was with the Packers. Delay a game? Yeah. 2nd and 5, ball at the 28 as Jackson in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. Jackson hands it off to Henry. Henry still leaning forward and brought down at the 25. That is a gain of 3. Gonna set up 3rd and 2. Predictable, yep. Interception again in Buffalo. Wow. Joe Burrow high or something? I don't know. Oh, geez. There you go. Again, I was saying earlier that, again, Buffalo had outgained the Bengals as he hands it off up the middle. Henry is stonewalled at the 24. Just a yard. Jackson in the offense, I think they're probably going to go for it based on how the NFL is now going for it on 4th and 1. Rhino was singing It's a Blue Christmas with you. Not looking good for the Colts and Indiana Jones, the Temple of Doom on the Rhino Network, man. I don't know what Joe Burrow has, but he has it. He does have it. The Doc, how's it going? So how about no? How's it going there? 4th and 1, Jackson is under center, sending a man in motion. They need a yard. Can the Steelers get a stop? As he hands it off to Henry down the left side. He's got the first down. He's at the 20 and dropped at the 19-yard line. That is a Baltimore Raven first down as Henry and Hayward a little slow to get up. I think that was the same guy that picked it too. Play the Ravens the same way. He played the Ravens the same way he's playing the Bills, yep. So 1st and 10 for the Ravens. As Jackson is in the pistol, Ali in the backfield, sending, I believe that's Ricard. Ricard's still a Raven, man. That is, geez, he's been there for a while. Hands it off to Ali up the middle, and he's going to get a couple. Brought down at the 18-yard line for a gain of 2. Do players even watch film anymore? I don't know. It's a good question, I guess. I'm sure they do. Maybe not. Maybe not that great, though. Again, if you're just tuning in, Steelers leading 27-19 over the Ravens. Ravens, though, driving. They're at the Pittsburgh 18, facing a 2nd and 8. As Jackson sends a man in motion. He drops back, looking to his left. He's stepping up. Jackson, oh, he escapes and throws it away. Throws it to the feet of Likely. Very impressive. I mean, the pocket was collapsing around him and surprisingly able to get away without going down. I thought he'd get sacked for sure as the Steelers. They sent 7. How in the world do you send 7, not get a sack? They were almost there, but they didn't. Unfortunate. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Ravens. Burrow lost it. Nice. Roll, steel curtain. Yeah. I don't know if it's steel. It's something, though. 3rd and 8. Need to get to the 10 for Brandon Downs. Jackson drops back. He's looking. He's fading back. He steps up. Now he's going to take off. He throws it into the ground. Incomplete. Hit as he threw. And now this will be interesting. 4th and 8. You have to take the points if you're Baltimore. At least I'm getting to watch 2 good games today. They scripted them pretty well. Yeah, they did. As ESPN has crashed. ESPN has crashed. There we go. Now it's crashed. What the heck? All right, whatever. We'll have to just ignore that for a sec. I'll work on it after this kick. 36-yard attempt from the left hash. As the snap, the hold, the kick, it is up. It is right down the middle. It is good. 27-22 is your score with 7:10 left to go in the 4th quarter. The Gamecast having issues. The Gamecast is having issues. Let me check other Gamecast here. So the Gamecast for, okay, so it's just the Steelers ball. I swear, it's always the game I want to do that has the issues. I don't know why. What the heck? All right, well, looks like there's no field for the moment. All right, looks like we have to keep it here. So there you go. I guess that's the best we can do. I'm sorry, folks, but the ESPN hates you. I've been saying it all the time. ESPN, not really a sports network anymore anyway. They don't care about sports, and they don't care about you on the little graphic here, so we're just going to have to rely on that. So I can't believe Ohio State's kicker shanked the kick. Yeah, I know. Couldn't believe it. Rooting for Steelers. I'm an Eagles fan. Appreciate it, Richard. We need it. The Steelers are actually winning a game. This guy, Joseph, good to see you. Been a while since I've seen you, but hey, it's all good. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I'm surprised too, to be honest with you. So again, Baltimore going to be kicking things off to Pittsburgh with, again, just over 7 minutes to go. As Loop is taking his time. There it is. There is the kickoff. That's going to be fielded at the 15. Running start is at the 20, the 25, 30. 35, Gainwell at the 40 and dropped at the 41-yard line. All right, let me check out the Gamecast again. Yeah, there we go. They fixed it. They fixed it. Flacco going back to the Colts. Not this year. Burrow with no picks all year. Throws 2 back-to-back. Yep. Touchdown ices it? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So 1st and 10 for the Steelers as Rodgers going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. As Rodgers lifts the leg. Sends a man in motion. That is Thielen in motion. Rodgers, play action, steps up. He's looking, fires. It is incomplete. Not a good throw by Rodgers. Pass intended for Smith. That one was well short of Smith. He was open. So 2nd and 10 coming up. Man. Would have been a gain of a few. Wouldn't have been much, but hey, you know, it's a little disappointing there. 2nd and 10 coming up. In the shotgun is Rodgers, 2nd and 10. Again, they have 320 yards total on the day, 289 passing. Nothing on the run. Nothing really on the ground here. Rodgers takes the snap, play action, drops back, steps up, fires. It's batted. It is. Is it picked off or something? Oh, it's batted and intercepted. Unbelievable. Wow. Batted at the line, goes up in the air, and the Ravens have intercepted it. Wow. The momentum shift. And the Ravens going to the Steelers sideline for some reason. Oh, my goodness. Rodgers taking the snap, drops back, looking. I'm just looking at the replay here. Throws. It's batted up in the air. Rodgers tips it up. Ooh. Oh, there might be. Tell you what, Rodgers looks like he may have caught his own pass. And then if Rodgers' knee is down while he's being tackled, that could be nullified. I would challenge this if I'm Pittsburgh. If I'm Pittsburgh, Rodgers looks like he makes the catch and his knee is down. And then that's when it's ripped away. Classic Ravens, they want to build you up. The previous play is under review. Yep, Buffalo game on the line. Wow. Should be Steelers ball. Yeah, looking at the replay, I think Rodgers made the catch and his knee was down. You spoke too soon. Yeah, unfortunate. His knee is down, and I think he still has it. All right, well, we'll look at the scores meanwhile while we're looking at this replay here. Again, potential pick here. I think Rodgers made the catch, and his knee was down before it was ripped away. Seahawks, 37, Falcons, 9, Bengals now down by 10. An absolute choke job by the Bengals. Oh, man, I was hearing all about 9-8. Yeah, that's funny. It doesn't look like that's the case. So congratulations to the Bengals. Another losing season for you. Titans 28, Browns 17, Dolphins 31, Jets 10, Saints 24, Buccaneers 20, Jaguars 33, Colts 13. It's not who day. I think the Bills are saying we day. The Bills are we day. Is that his first career reception? Oh, that's a good question, actually. I'm looking that up. Looking that up on the phone here. Looks like it's going to be overturned there. Go ahead and check out if Rodgers has a catch. Pitball, yeah, it looks like, again, overturned there on the screen. So the drama is going to be taken away from us. Pittsburgh was down, yep. So, by the way, that's his fourth career catch. All catches, by the way, have been minus yards, so we have to assume it's the same thing. So there you go. Pittsburgh avoids the ultimate disaster. Still, though, it's going to be 3rd and 19 for the Steelers. Not exactly a advantageous position. Harbaugh can't believe it. He's losing his mind. At least the quarterback can catch. Oh, yeah. Bill players making snow angels. Yeah, I'm telling you, they can play in the snow. They were playing in the snow. They just, again, couldn't punch it in, but now they are. So, should be a running clock here. Yep, there it is. 3rd and 19. And if I'm the Steelers, I'm letting this just go all the way down. Actually, I don't know if I'm doing that now that I'm thinking about it, because you know the Ravens going to get the ball back. I doubt you're going to get 19 here. Rodgers in the shotgun, trips to the right, to one receiver to the left. They need to get to the other 49 for a brand new set of downs. As Rodgers lifts the leg, takes the snap, it's going to pump fakes to Gainwell, then throws it to Gainwell at the 30. It's at the 35 and dropped at the 36-yard line. Nothing doing there. Pittsburgh will have to punt. Bills and Patriots game next weekend should be an interesting. Yeah, I think it will be very good. Very good game. So 4th and 15 coming up again. Waitman back to punt. As now we're ticking under 6 minutes and counting in this one. So again, the Ravens, they've been down the whole game practically, but with a chance to take the lead here late. Fielded at the 20, reverses field, makes a guy miss, and is brought down at the 21-yard line. And that's where the Ravens will start their drive with 5:41 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's like they conceded the punt already. Yeah, I think that's what they were doing. Just trying to get field position for the punt, which, didn't really get much. Come on, defense. We need it. Please, Steelers win. Well, that's a tough ask, especially the last 7 games they played. Again, the Steelers starting off 4-1 have went 2-5 since then to make them 6-6. Meanwhile, the Ravens, again, starting off, I believe they were 1-5. Now they're 5-1 in their last 6. as Jackson hands it off to Henry up the base at the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40, and brought down at the 42-yard line. That is a big run there by Derrick Henry, as that is a Baltimore Ravens first down. Henry now at 90 yards on the day. Final score 30-28. Yeah. Let's go. The Colts lost. Yep. I feel bad for Rhino, man. Oh, man. Bills are fired up. Yep. All right. 1st and 10 at the 41 as Jackson is under center. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers to the left. Jackson sending a man in motion as he takes the snap and hands it off to Henry up the middle and is tripped up after a gain of 5. Brought down at the 46. Is this Tomlin's last season? It should be. If we don't make the playoffs, maybe if we don't win a playoff game, it should be 100%. It should be 100%. Pittsburgh loses all 12-year-olds will go insane 6-7. Yep. The potential 6-7 record is at stake. It's at stake for one of these teams. 2nd and 5 at the 46. Jackson in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right as Jackson drops back. He's looking to his left. He's moving to his left. Jackson evading pressure. Oh! Watts has him. Throws incomplete. Watt had him. But Jackson able to get rid of it before he went down. Great play again by Jackson. He has evaded so many sacks today. Oh, man. Very impressive. I get more and more impressed with Jackson as the years go by, really. The question really on Jackson, again, I'm sure most of us know, is the playoffs, really. Yeah, that's where the questions come up. 3rd and 5 for Jackson. They need to get to the Pittsburgh 49. Sends a man in motion. That is Andrews as Jackson takes the snap from the gun, drops back, looking to his right. He floats it down the right sideline. It is caught, but out of bounds, incomplete. Hopkins, the second time I've said his name, first time as a guy that was targeted. Yeah, that foot clearly out of bounds. Great coverage there by Pierre. Tackle the guy. Nope. Steelers will win. The middle schoolers in Baltimore will do the same. Yep. Maybe the NFL will put an SEC team. Oh, my gosh, this guy, Anthony. Henry needs a fumble. Yeah, I don't know. There is a Steeler down, by the way. Hopefully, that's Patrick Queen, the former Raven. We were messed up either way. Yep. Question for the Steelers also come up in the playoffs. Yeah, in the last 8 years for sure. Yep. I mean, I think everyone kind of just expects them to lose at this point. You know, that's the thing, though. Jackson. The difference between there, and I get why you said, you want trying to defend your quarterback. I get it. The difference between Jackson and the Steelers, Jackson great in the regular season. Steelers have not been great in the regular season. That's the difference. That is the difference there. Jackson can't complete a pass. I mean, he's had some nice throws today. Again, today it's been rough statistically, 11 for 22. But he's definitely made a lot of plays that have kept the Ravens in this game. Again, you're just looking at it. It really isn't that impressive what the Ravens have done offensively, but Jackson's individual plays coming up big when he's needed them the most. Again, I will definitely respect Jackson in the regular season. Again, playoff time, completely different story. He needs to come up big in the playoffs, but Jackson is pretty good. Pretty good. All right, since we're in commercial break again, Patrick Queen, the injured Steeler, we'll go ahead and check out the scores. Is Aaron Rodgers done too? I mean, he's okay. I think he's playing fine. Again, the Steelers team is just genuinely not good. So the Bengals have just scored. It's now a one-score game there. Bills leading 35-34. We're back, actually, so hold the phone. Hold the phone. Keep me on hold, I guess. I'll keep you guys on hold. As the Ravens' offense is still on the field. So this is interesting. Rodgers is tired. Rodgers should retire. And Rodgers, I think it's fine. I think Rodgers is fine. Again, it's just the team is not that great. There's no weapons. 4th and 5 at the 46. They need to get to the Pittsburgh 49. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Jackson fires to his right. It's caught at the 49. And he does get the first down. Flowers with a big catch there, fighting for that extra yard. That is a Baltimore Raven first down. Jackson is the AFC stack. Both choke when it counts. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'm not very high on Dak either in the playoffs. Not really high on him in the regular season. This year a little bit different. But yeah, usually in the big game, he chokes. He stat pads when they're down late. First and 10 at the 49. Jackson in the shotgun as he play action. Drops back. He floats it out in the flat. Oh, and the throw is short for Henry. Incomplete. Oh, man, Henry was wide open, and he may have been off to the races. Jackson, again, proven, there we go, the point of Ken, that, hey, got to complete that throw. Of course, there was heavy pressure. I've won more Super Bowls than any team in the division. Yeah, I know, but, the Ravens, they were founded in '96. Of course, again, the Browns, but, the Browns before, but I know. I'm pretty proud of the Steelers, of course, but lately it's been pretty rough. Second and 10, Jackson hands it off up the middle. Oh, and what a tackle there by Highsmith. And Henry a little slow to get up. That's a couple there on the carry. Henry now at 97 yards. Jalen Ramsey, yep. Dak is the new Romo. Great quarterback, no title. I just wouldn't use great with Dak or Romo. I think they're good, not great. Surprise Flowers, they run backwards. I guess he likes Deontay Johnson. Saw too many Deontay Johnson clips. Third and 9. They need to get to the Pittsburgh 39 for a brand new set of downs. Jackson in the shotgun. As Jackson drops back, he fires over the middle. It's caught wide open at the 35. Ramsey getting toasted. He's at the 20. He's at the 15, diving to the 13-yard line. Flowers and the Ravens are driving big time. Going to be first and 10 at the Pittsburgh 13. Jackson chokes, yep. In the playoffs, he does. Ravens in 4-down mode. I know they threw it there, Goku, and they're looking good. Is Ramsey playing safety? I don't know. On that one, yeah, I think he was. Even if they make playoffs, actually, and they're screwed since Rodgers last year, and they won't even get the high pick. Yep, I know. It's a never-ending revolving door. First and 10 for the Ravens. They're at the Pittsburgh 13. Jackson is under center, sending a man in motion. Jackson, play action. He's looking, fires to the end zone. It's caught. Or no, the ball was knocked away. They're going to say touchdown. So an anticlimactic touchdown there. I guess he got 2 feet down before it was knocked away. The touchdown turkey, of course, an unbiased turkey he is. He loves touchdowns as the Ravens have just taken the lead. 1, 2. Yeah, he got 2 steps there. That should be a touchdown for Baltimore. 1, 2. Yeah, he got 2 steps, clearly. So that should be a Ravens lead. They are going to look at it, though. They're going to look at it. Wait a second. They reviewed it and they just said it was not good? What in the world? Oh, some more controversy here in Baltimore. Apparently, a touchdown has just been reversed. And I didn't hear it. The ref's mic wasn't on. And Harbaugh's wanting an explanation. All 3 elements of the catch. Possession, 2 feet. He has to have the time to make a football move. What in the world? Well, the Ravens have just had a touchdown taken away. 2nd and 10 for Baltimore. Unbelievable. As Jackson drops back, he fires the flat. It's caught by Henry. Henry at the stiff arm. He's at the 6, brought down at the 5. Gain of 8. That is interesting there. That was wow. That is amazing. ACC refs. Yeah, the ACC refs. Coming up big here for Pittsburgh, as again, that's a timeout for Pittsburgh. Going to make it 3rd and 2. Again, a touchdown has just been taken off the board. Now, to be honest with you, again, the Ravens just chew off more clock they score. That just helps the Ravens. But I guess that is still up for debate. Will that happen? Is this division just mediocre? Nice call day. Are you doing any more today? Yes, I'll be doing Bears and Packers right after this one. Yes, this division is very much mediocre. This is probably one of the worst AFC North years. I don't know. This is pretty interesting. Going to call the Bears game, criticize them every chance, because I think Joe Buck has the copyright on that. Yeah, no, I'm not going to be criticizing the Bears every chance. No, I'll be calling that one pretty much right down the middle. Again, I might lean Packers because of the Packers supporters, but again, I have a lot of Bears supporters as well. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, I'm 50-50 on every call. Even these games, even Steelers games, I'll wear the jersey, but, they continue to disappoint me. 3rd and 2, Jackson in the gun. He's going to hand it off to Henry, and he is dropped in the backfield, and there is a flag. That play took forever. Jackson and Henry, I don't know, they were fighting over the ball, it looked like. There's a flag. Illegal formation. Oh, wow. Penalty is declined. It's going to bring up 4th down. Does not make the NFL look good at all. Yep. Mr. Rob, ready for that Bears game. Go Bears. The entire league is mediocre this year. I tell you what, I would agree with that. Again, there's really no great teams. I don't know about mediocre. Everyone's mediocre, but I don't know if there's a single great team this year. They're going to go for it on 4th and 5. And Jackson's going to be in the shotgun. They need to get to the 3 for a brand new set of downs. Jackson drops back. He's looking. Jackson throws to the end zone, knocked away, incomplete. Andrews looking for a flag. There is no flag on the ground. Incomplete. Oh my goodness, you have to feel for the Ravens fans. Again, they just had a touchdown taken away. And a very questionable call. Even again, I will say it was very questionable. Wow, Patrick Queen on the coverage. Now the Steelers will have the task of trying to hold the ball for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Buffalo Bills have to fight. Had to fight for the win. Did they win? It was tough. Still far from over. Yeah, definitely far from over there. So the Steelers again taking over deep inside their own territory. Can they hold the ball for 2:22? Ravens, by the way, was still all 3 timeouts. 1st and 10 as Rodgers is under center. As he takes the snap and hands it off to Warren up the middle, and he is not going to get much. He is brought down to the line of scrimmage. Ravens going to call their first timeout. Man, let me go ahead and, again, while we have a timeout here, again, the Steelers currently with the lead, but of course, not everything is for certain. Titans running away against the Browns, but the Browns are marching down the field as looks like, yeah, the Browns, again, they're at the Tennessee 7. By the way, Sanders with 300 yards. He has completed less than 50% of his passes, though. Jaguars 36, Colts 19. Broncos, Raiders are now underway. Final scores from earlier. Seahawks 37, Falcons 9. Bills 39, Bengals 34. Vikings 31, Commies 0. Dolphins 34, Jets 10. And the Saints 24, Buccaneers 20. I believe that means the Panthers have taken first place in the NFC South. I could be wrong on that. That hasn't updated yet. But right now, it's 2nd and 9 coming up for the Steelers as Rodgers tosses to Warren. Warren cuts inside and is dropped at the 11-yard line. That's a gain of 2. And you have to imagine the Ravens will call their second time. A very conservative. Again, you kind of want to do that, but at the same time, it's like, the Ravens are going to be selling out for the run. Ravens still have the advantage. Pitt will get conservative punt it right back to the Ravens. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Steelers lost a touchdown like that to the Ravens a few years back. I think you're actually correct. Steelers don't choke, Danny. That's what they do. That's what they do, Danny. That's what they've done for the last decade. The Baltimore Colts are going to win this one. I don't know if the Baltimore Colts are still a active franchise here. I don't know. The Ravens could still, I think, do well. Don't mess with the Steelers. I don't know. Steeler fans mess with the Steelers too much, I guess. We'll see, though. 3rd and 7 for Rodgers and the Steelers. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Rodgers lifts the leg, and he takes the snap, drops back. Looking to his left, fires. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Valdez-Scantling, unable to hold on to that one. Good coverage there by the Ravens, and the Steelers will punt. Man, and the Steelers will have to punt. The Ravens, or the Steelers defense, going to have to come up big. Tomlin needs to go. I agree. There's the snap, and here is the punt. And he fields it at the 37. He's at the 40, spinning around, breaking free, and is tripped up at the 43. And that is the 2-minute warning. Pittsburgh 27, Baltimore 22. The conclusion of this one, again, a lot of controversy already. The Ravens had a touchdown taken away, and then, of course, they turned the ball over on downs. So the Ravens with a chance to win it. Looks like there's a flag, actually. Hold on. Holding on the Ravens. That'll back them up. 2-minute warning. All right, well, the Ravens going to start now, I guess, at the 26. 34-yard pass on the ground. Go Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, well, unfortunately, we have to rely on Cameron Hayward in the defense. I'm sure that makes us all feel pretty good. How close are your 55 yards? I don't know. I guess I wasn't looking. Oh, yeah, I did see that. 55-yard punt. Couldn't even take 30 seconds off the clock. Yep. They should have went play action on that second down run. Yeah, I don't know. It was just very conservative there. Again, ideally, that's what you wanted to make them use their timeouts, but man, at some point, you just got to try to win the game. Good kick, bad flag. Yep. Stupid penalties. Yep, holding. Just a holding call there. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out for the conclusion of this one. Again, if you have liked what you've listened to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot. I covered a bunch of college football yesterday. That was really fun. And, of course, we got a exciting finish here in Baltimore. The winner, of course, will, be leading the AFC North for the week. I guess maybe for 2 weeks. Yeah, I don't know, depending on how results would go. So, can we finally say Burrow's overrated? Burrow, I definitely think people put him, I don't know, I still think he's really good. The problem, at some point, Burrow's going to have to make it back and make another run because, since that Super Bowl, I think he's living off that Super Bowl, which he didn't even win. I think that's where I would tend to agree with you there, Joseph. Cam is a waste of someone else's chance to play. Talking about Cameron Hayward? Yeah. Cameron Hayward, yeah, I'm kind of done with him, honestly. I think most Steeler fans have come to that conclusion. Maybe there are some that still hold out. But, that guy is a fake leader. He's not. If you remember, I'm sure many of us do. You guys probably remember, like, Minka and Cam just getting into it on the sideline many years ago, like in the Ravens game. And I immediately, I was like, no, Minka's probably right. Minka, I think it was Cameron had done like a 15-yard penalty or something like that, like unnecessary roughness or whatnot. Minka ripped into him, and Cameron took offense because, I don't know. I think we got rid of the wrong leader. I think they may have taken sides, and they traded the true leader of a guy that actually was doing everything he could for the black and gold. So I'm really upset about that. I don't know if he'll ever forgive the Steelers, but man. Kind of when the Ravens win, so Andrew Filippone's post. Yeah, I know. Andrew Filippone is an idiot. Andrew, if you're listening in, stop. I know you're paid to do it. You're going for the clickbait there, but man, You hate the Steelers, so stop talking. 1st and 10 at the 26 as Jackson in the shotgun. Receiver left, receiver to the right. As Jackson drops back, he's looking over the middle. Moving to his right, fires. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Ali. And there's a flag. Burrow's a stud. He's good, but again, I think he's living off that one Super Bowl appearance. Going to be holding against the Ravens, so Andrew Voorhees, the guilty party there. Of course, they have an updated playoff picture. Buffalo still holding strong in that 5 spot. The Colts, of course, lost today. The Jacksonville now in the 3. Actually, I think they've been in the 3 again. The Colts now drop into 6, and the Steelers, of course, looking for that win. Of course, they'd be leading in the division. Ravens, of course, looking at the same thing. 1st and 20 as Jackson drops back. He's looking. Jackson still looking. Throws. It's caught in the flat. He's at the 20 and dropped at the 21-yard line. Gain of about 6 or 7. I'm not too sure. Not even trying to do the 6-7 joke there. It just happens. Gain of 6. Tackled at the 22 as Jackson's in the shotgun. Trips left, one receiver to the right. They do have time, but the clock is going. Jackson drops back. He's looking. Steps up, fires. It's caught. Flowers running backwards, cutting forwards at the 25. Dropped immediately. Now it's 3rd and 11. Ravens again with 1 timeout. I don't know when they'll use it, but we're at 1:10 and counting. And again, they are at their own 25. They've kind of wasted a lot of time here. Jackson in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Sending Flowers in motion. They don't look like they know what they're doing. It's already under a minute. Jackson taking the snap. Drops back. He's looking. Steps up. Jackson's going to take off and run. He's at the 30 and diving forward to the 34-yard line. Nice gain of 9. But a lot of time just ticking off the clock there. And the Ravens are going to use their last timeout. It'll be a 4th and 2. This is essentially the ball game. If the Ravens don't get it, then, at least they need more than a field goal. I think that's the only thing that gives me hope, that they need to march the whole distance. But again, this is a Steelers defense that allowed plenty of big plays today, at least 2 that I can think of. Again, a big, deep shot there down the right side to Flowers, and of course that long run by I think it was Mitchell. So we'll see. Ravens deserve any little they get, just like the Ravens fans say about the Steelers. All good. I hated the Ravens since '99 when the Browns came back. I don't really hate the Ravens. It's more of a respect thing. I mean, they're good. They're like the Steelers. They're just the other Steelers team in the division. The Browns, they're just annoying. I used to not think about the Browns until 2019. Then they started talking because they almost killed a guy on the field, and then they think they can talk. It's weird. 4th and 2. They need to get to the 36 for a brand new set of downs. As Jackson is in the shotgun, he drops back. He's looking, steps up, pump fakes. Jackson looking, fires. Oh, it's caught at the 40 and dropped at the 43. The clock continuing to run. 37 seconds and counting. 35, 34. You have to imagine they'll clock it here. Jackson under center and is going to clock it with 30 seconds left. Jackson doing some great stuff in the pocket, moving around and getting a big first down there. Now, of course, it'll be 2nd and 10. That was very impressive by Jackson. He was surrounded by Steelers, couldn't quite wrap him up. This is coming down to the wire. Man, it's like every single game. Ravens suck. I don't know. Again, I won't really talk smack on the Ravens. I'll be happy, of course, if we win. 2nd and 10 at the 42 as Jackson's in the shotgun. He drops back, way back, fires over the middle. It is caught. He's at the 40 and dropped at the 38. 22 seconds and counting. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. And the clock is stopped with 16 seconds left. Charlie Batch's number as the Ravens are at the Pittsburgh 39. Big play over the middle. Oh, man, Ramsey was just inches away from knocking that away. Man, this game is running really long. No hard feelings. Oh, yeah. Vince for the land saying the NFL. This is indeed the NFL. 2nd and 10 at the 39 as the Steelers are going to call their second timeout to give the Ravens a chance to come up with a better play. That's very nice of the Steelers. That is funny. When you were born for no Browns in 99, they were horrible for 20 years. Yep. They were horrible. Ravens got a difficult schedule. They do. They do have a tough schedule coming up. Now, I don't recall who they're playing. I remember seeing the graphic. And next week, the Steelers hosting the Dolphins. Maybe the Dolphins can give the Steelers a win. Ravens, by the way, they will have. Who does Baltimore have? They host or they play. Am I blind? I'm blind. I can't find teams, apparently. Baltimore playing Cincinnati in a big game there. A rematch of the Thanksgiving game. Tell me use the time to give the Ravens. Yep, that's what I was thinking. I don't understand that one personally. So 2nd and 10. 16 seconds again left in this one as Jackson is in the shotgun. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. You have to imagine they'll be working the sidelines here. Jackson drops back. He's looking. Moving to his left is Jackson. Jackson, pump fakes, throws. It's caught at the 30. That's a gain of 9. So 3rd and 1 coming up as the, again, 9 seconds left. I may have just been spoiled here, but we'll go ahead and move on. 3rd and 1 coming up. 9 seconds. No timeouts for the Ravens. Jackson in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Jackson drops back. Way back. He steps up. He throws. No, he's sacked. He's sacked. Oh, and that is your ball game. And the Steelers win 27-22. Oh, my goodness. And the Steelers, for the moment, are leading in the AFC North as they will rise to 7-6, and the Ravens fall to 6-7. Again, controversy again. The Ravens had a touchdown taken away, but the Steelers defense coming up big for a change. Isn't that nice? It used to be all the time. Now it's once a year. Highsmith and Hayward in on the sack. Actually, more Highsmith. Can't really credit Hayward there. What a bum he is. All right, well, that's going to do it. The Steelers win 27-22. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. And again, I have to go and cover another game real quick. I'm going to have no time to recover as I'm covering the Bears and Packers. If you want to join me, feel free to join me for that one. That game about to kick off. So, yeah, I need to hurry up as I need to switch over there. I will send you guys over to that one. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, if you liked any of the call, like and subscribe. Of course, if you're a member of Steeler Nation, definitely subscribe. Even if you're a Ravens fan, we got you covered for Week 18, Steelers-Ravens, of course. And you never know, maybe I cover another Ravens game. Maybe I do Ravens-Bengals next week. You never know. That actually is a very likely possibility. I will see you guys in the next one. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and y'all take care. Peace. And go Steelers.